recording, so McGinnis can check this out later if he wants to. And I think we're about to explore some weird stuff.
Yep.
Okay. Let's go ahead and drag you guys over here. There we are. Back this down a little bit. All right. So you guys dropped down into this pit, and you were attacked by the most heinous monster you have ever encountered, a swarm. And you got in each other's way, you grenaded each other. Some of you just had to retreat and watch, essentially, because you have no means to attack a swarm. It was terrible. I think that pretty much catches us up.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
So, what's next? You're standing in about a foot of fairly smelly water. You can clearly see ahead of you is a flooded room, but with solid, smooth metal walls and some technology that's now slightly knocked around by the grenade explosions, but looks like it was already pretty chewed up.
Could you refresh my memory? Was Eldrin able to tell what was attacking him? Like that it is technological?
You think it was.
I imagine it'd be hard since they're like nanites.
It's extremely hard to identify, but you notice that it was a fine mist that moved as a swarm, just like a swarm of bugs, but it was so fine, the particles in it that were attacking you were so small, he suspects technology and not just a critter. You know, a swarm of bees, you can see the individual bees, but this thing, it moved a little too well together. It was too organized.
Yeah, I don't. That was crazy, guys. And
Some of you,
kind of just shucking up.
I think some of you are still suffering stat damage. Oberon has taken 5 strength damage.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yep, and I took 6, but right now I'm still in gargoyle form for a bit, so I only effectively have 4. But yeah, pretty soon I'll be down to 6 strength. So Eldrin will ask, I guess, Ulfrid if he has any restoration spells prepared. That'd be a huge help.
No, not currently, no.
Well, shit. It might be pretty useless in about. What is it? Let me see how many minutes monstrous physique is.
Well, the egg things, the gooey eggs won't heal stat damage, will they?
They do.
Can we sell them all?
Not all of them.
Sold a bunch of them. No, they do hit point healing.
You might want to consider that, Oberon.
You want to use an egg, Oberon?
And like.
I thought they had secondary properties. I couldn't remember though. I didn't write it down.
It was like fast healing, I think, was a secondary.
Take a look at the old swamp egg here.
Yeah, I forget.
And it appears to just do... Oh, it attempts to remove a disease or poison. That's the secondary thing it does.
Oh, okay.
Won't help you here. You need a lesser resto spell.
So at 6 strength, I won't be able to carry myself around, I assume, or at least with all my equipment. I won't be able to carry it. I've got about 6 minutes left of gargoyle form.
The nanite hypogun black that McGinnis is carrying can do less arresto, but it eats half of a nanite canister every time you do it.
Oh, it is black. Okay, I was just looking that up because I have one too. Apparently, I forgot about.
Mhm.
Mine's a 2.0.
Yeah, I updated those. They now have a custom sound, and they look a little different, or their
Oh, nice.
name is different.
Could I get a hit off that nanite gun then, Ulfrid?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
McGinnis will use one on Olbrin here.
Thank you.
Olbrin, you're healed 3 of your 5 strength damage, reducing it only to 2.
Awesome. I got 2.
Also does
Much
that
rate.
HP.
It also adds HP.
Yeah, it also healed you 5 HP, so you are at 40 out of 51.
Eldrin, how much are you down?
So now I'm gonna assume the gargoyle form ran out, and then I would be still down 4. But I mean, I think I can survive with that.
You
It's
sure?
not like I'm getting into melee.
Okay. Say that now, but
Yeah. I mean, if you, I don't know how much more of the gun. It used up half of it, right? I don't want to be like selfish and use the whole thing on me.
Yeah, McGinnis likes using those a lot for his Inferno pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still have one
So-
canister left after.
Yeah, I'd say I think Eldrin can get by with a
Okay.
-1 strength penalty, so it's okay.
Okay.
What does he use his strength for?
Yeah, exactly. And I got the muleback cord, so he can still carry everything.
Right.
Who's all hurt? Who needs more healing? Anybody?
It looks like just you.
Just you. And
I've got a
McGinnis
wand
is
I
like
can
1
use.
point.
I'll use my new wand if we want to save some stuff.
So I've got a wand too. I was just
Oh, okay.
Just crack
making
them
sure.
eggs.
cracked.
Make
them
some
bitches.
omelets.
Yum yum.
I could help rub it on your back. You know, I got you. I got you, Aldrin.
Toby, I tried the macro. Did it work?
Oh, no, because I had it name wrong. Try now.
Nothing.
Nope. Let's see. Yeah, it's here. Check the permissions. Observer. Okay. Uh-oh. He thinks the macros are broken.
Yay!
God damn it. Reloading Foundry real quick, see if I can fix that. Oh, I'm sorry, Josh. There was an update this week.
Ah, gotcha.
I don't know why they mess with.
All guns of cool stuff and then they fucked with it.
I don't know why they mess with that every time. Stop touching the macros. Let's see if this does it.
So guys, I think
Nope. Damn.
Takala first, going forward into the tunnel.
Unless you wanted me to scout ahead like I normally do.
Looks like maybe the skill macros work. Your crossbow. Yeah, maybe it just doesn't work with wands. I'll have to do more testing with that, Josh. But you want me to click your infernal healing wand?
Yes, please.
Okay. Clicking it. 46 charges remain.
I
46.
could.
Actually, it is working. It's just not putting it in chat. Super cool. Because you're down 4 charges. You should only be down 1.
Exactly. Yeah.
Fixed it. Okay. And you healed 10. Mystery solved.
Dance.
You are at 50 out of 51.
I could go first, but If we run into more of those things, I was kind of useless.
Yeah.
Most of us were kind of useless.
Well, not you, Oberon. You and McGinnis were especially you with the electrical hand there.
I'll go first, but one of you, McGinnis or Oberon, stay close at my back.
McGinnis, since the player is not here, he stays at the back and stares off into space.
Yeah, well,
Damn.
Nomcath was right. I mean, we could let Nomcath scout ahead if he wants. Just yell out for us if you get beaten.
Damn it, McGinnis, this isn't a tavern. Alright, I guess Nomcath has to do it since old Space Brain's over here. No, don't lick the wall. Damn it,
Who's licking the wall?
McGinnis.
Oh boy. Okay. Now I hope he listens to this recording. So we sending someone in?
Yeah, I think Nomcath is gonna be our guy.
Sorry, wife came home, so I was saying
Sure.
hello to her. Alright, so, yeah, I will move forward cautiously.
You're seeing that this control panel, all of its glass parts are shattered. There's broken glass on the floor all around it. And most of its knobs and levers are kind of bent and crushed. And then you see a more recent sort of blackening blast from the grenade.
That looks like it was disabled long before the grenade.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Don't bother doing much over there then. Check the door here. Hey, it works.
Door slides open, and you see a long room with multiple control panels. There's a couple of desks with control panels on them and some sort of strange shaped chairs. Look like they're cushioned, but also metal backed. And there's some doors to the northwest that look like they're kind of mangled, and doors to the northeast are completely crushed by a landslide, and doors to the west are slightly damaged, but they look like they might still work. There's a few inches of standing water in here.
Okay, well. Moving forward cautiously, make sure I don't see any more swirling clouds of death. Looks like this room's okay. Some sort of tables with controls and such. Anything interesting on here since I read Androphin now?
You are seeing the control the panels are idle. Essentially, you're looking at a command prompt. You've seen enough of these now that you recognize a Androphin sort of computer that's just waiting for commands.
Does Eldrin see anything at that machine at the entrance that specifically looking for something related to the swarm that attacked us?
You see that it is tapped into. Let's see. Did you roll your? Oh, wow, a natural 1.
Well,
But you still have a 20 or so.
passive. Yeah, 21.
You believe you can direct this to access only a couple of systems. Climate control seems to be mostly non-functional. There's no heating or cooling really available. Everything's too damaged. All it shows 95% offline. You can't see a map of the area either, but there is apparently a small surveillance camera in this room, and there is a recent log on it. There's a recent access.
Is this in the entrance or in the room that everyone else is in?
The camera's in this room. It's actually on the monitor, built into the monitor by Nomcath, and it apparently has a recent recording.
Okay, he'll activate that.
Okay. You see an image appear on the screen an image of the room you're standing in, and you see a man leaning over the southeastern desk. He's got a long, crazy beard and not wearing any armor, but wearing a number of different pouches and strange items around his belt and a pistol hanging on one side. He's looking at the screen. He straightens up and nods his head eagerly and talks towards the empty room, and you can turn up the audio. And you can even scrub it back to the start as you turn up the sound, and you hear him say, "As I thought, while this terminal accepted my magical charge, it's not linked to anything. We won't be able to extract any information here." And from somewhere in the room, the microphone picks it up. You hear a very strange and airy voice say, "What you seek still lies within the ruins, does it not, Master Zaud?" The man nods and says, "I believe so. We will need to explore further. There may be additional defenses, but that's why you're here, Sasho. You will lead the way." And this point in the recording, the man walks away, sort of a strange swirling of dust and wind following him before they both leave the edge of the camera. The screen shuts back off, but you can play it over and over again if you want.
And did you say this was a recent recording? I could tell, or is it
Yeah, it's hilarious. You can do this with a natural one, but you have that inspiration on this?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a 21.
Because it's a knowledge.
Yeah, you pull it up and extrapolate the date. This happened about 7 years ago.
Yeah, this is an old recording, guys. So I don't think this person would be in here still. But someone was here 7 years ago. When did Red Fang say that it was when he was a kid that they found this place, right?
Yeah, and they immediately just sealed it up, covered it up, forgot it was here.
So it seems like someone's been here since they sealed it.
Yes. Well, it's not like we've gone person to person in town. Did that person's face look familiar?
No. Those of you with spellcraft can roll it though. Oberon, me no. With your 8. Eldrin, let me make sure your totals are going in. Yeah, they are. You just rolled very poor. Eldrin, you're looking at this guy. You're like, this has got to be a wizard. At most, he's a magus, but you think an actual wizard. You can see what looks like a semi-armored, protected spellbook satchel on one side of him, and various other things that a wizard would carry. He's not wearing armor, and he's talking to something invisible. You suspect some sort of invisible servant.
Kind of like the unseen servant.
Yeah, there's a number of things he could use. Unseen servants don't speak, though, and you heard this thing speak on the microphone. It is definitely an actual creature and not just a spell.
Okay.
Could be a familiar, could be a ally.
What were the names?
The invisible creature referred to the man as Master Zaud, which in Numerian you would spell that, the languages here. Usually that would be an Xoud. And then the man referred to the invisible ally as Sahasho. Sahasho.
I've never heard anything of these guys. Have you? Actually, could I do a history check to see? I mean, 7 years ago I was in stasis, so probably I don't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to pull up any history about this, but
You guys ever heard of these people? This is keep a lookout for more recordings, maybe on the systems in this building.
Well, let's keep moving. I think Kala's getting bored.
Is there any crystal jack in here, like in Hellian's place?
nope. Don't see anything quite like that.
Ooh, this isn't good. Looks like there was a back here.
Yep. Clear blast marks on the ground. There were multiple explosions. Some of them are explosions, some of them are laser blasts.
Dude, how old do they look? Like, a few years old, or like there's dust? There's layers of dust over the marks, kind of old.
They look... You can roll survival for an accurate appraisal. McGinnis will aid you, Nomcath.
Good, because I rolled horrible.
Well, he didn't do that great either, but you have a 15. You're guessing many years, decades. Can't pinpoint it better than that. But
So
it's an old gunfight.
older than when the recording.
Yeah, you think it's older than 7 years. You guys can tell that much.
This is old, but not that old. I don't think the guy in the video was the only person who visited. There's been multiple people through here.
Yeah, looks like it. Well, be careful. Next door. Ooh.
As you open this, you see some humanoids with hunched backs, and their hunchbacks reach almost 6.5, 7 foot tall. They're large, but they turn around, and Tokala, you are at once reminded of Mayanda and Morgana, but like a twisted, bizarro version. Their faces are contorted in anger, their teeth are jagged and sharp, but their eyes, their infravision, you instantly recognize that telltale shade of light that comes out of an android's eyes in the dark. And their hair color almost matches Morgana's, but they are hugely muscled and strangely proportioned. Their arms and legs don't quite match their proportions very well, and again, the hunched back. And they wield strange weapons. Their armor looks like it was just sort of clamped onto them out of a dozen different mismatched pieces of metal. They look very strange. And they turn and snarl in the dark at you and just kind of make a low guttural growl in your direction. And we will roll. Let's see if I can get you guys selected properly here. Initiative.
Felt like Grandpa's back.
That's how you growl? It's pretty intimidating.
Rawr.
Uh-oh. We got a dangerous safe.
Oh yeah, we need that off. He's not doing anything. Okay. Androids, let me roll for McGinnis. Hey! Look who's first. But he does not have a target. He hops forward and readies a shot. And Tokala, you hear it coming, but you're still technically flat-footed, because as soon as you open the door, you hear that snarl and a couple quick footsteps, and this thing just comes racing in at you, swinging this strange-looking weapon. Does that hit your flat-footed? Yeah, your flat-footed's 19. They gotcha.
Just hit.
Just barely. Okay. Olbrin, you are at the kind of east side of this corridor with Eldrin, McGinnis, and Ulfred nearby. Tokala and Nomcath are about 15 feet to the west of you. They've just opened a door. 20 feet west of you, just past Tokala, is a monstrous-looking, deformed android that just ran up out of the darkness and hit him with an axe. But with your superior drow night vision, even through all the machinery in the next room, you see another one way back in the dark, looking at you about 60 feet west. And yeah, I think McGinnis... Nope, actually McGinnis is... Well, he's got his flashlight out, so yeah, I'll let him take a single shot. He blasts it. And technically he gets his Bane shot on it. Real quick, I think this is the first time you guys have seen this, but there is a small flash of light when McGinnis fires his pistol at this android, and you see its armor and flesh blasted away in sort of a small, violent explosion when the bullet hits. And if you glance over, you'll notice that his pistol has a slight orange and yellow glow around it. It's sort of lighting up a couple, like maybe 4 or 5 foot area around him.
Shiny.
Now back to Aldrin's turn.
Okay.
You're a little quiet, Josh. Can you perk up a little bit?
Better?
Yeah, I'm going to turn you up like 5%. There we go.
Yeah, I'm using a different interface. So
Oh. It's got to be different, huh?
just gotta be different. We only see 2 of them.
Currently, yeah.
What buffs do I have?
Mage armor. Oh, shit. Okay. The entire party can go ahead and turn on their haste buff. Good times. Is that it for you, Josh?
Yeah, I think that's it for this one. Great.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're good. The other android. Let's see. How much movement do you have, sir? Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Charges up to where you guys are. Wants in on the action, but that's its full turn. Eldrin.
Is that a double door in front of us, or like the one in front of Nomcap? Is there a wall there?
Yes, but the south door looks like it's inoperable. It appears to be sort of fused into the door jamb and partially melted.
Okay. Eldrin will just use his studied combat. Game is paused.
Unpausing.
So he'll use studied combat on the one in the doorway, and then shoot the sniper after that.
Okay.
And so I don't think it has the. Let me check the attack roll here and make sure it's not adding these things in twice.
Okay.
It should be +3 on both the attack and damage. And I think this guy's even my flanks.
Okay. Sniper rifle, you take a shot at the one that's already been hit.
Yep, the one in front of Tokawa.
Okay.
Is that right? The numbers on there? 60, this attack, 1 shot. No, I think you need a -3 from that.
It shouldn't have that 3.
Yeah, because there's a 2 and a 1, and I'm not sure. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That's right.
Okay.
Actually, -2 from it. Sorry. Not that it matters. I'm just trying to figure it out. Okay.
Okay.
So 30.
Oh, to hit. Yeah, you definitely hit. Its armor class is not great. So if the damage is accurate, I'm putting it on.
Yeah. Damage
Okay.
is accurate.
You get a piece of it.
And that's also, I have the sapping offensive talent now. So since I hit him and he was my study target, he gets no attacks of opportunity this round.
Okay. Good to know. Nomkath.
Coincidentally, that is very good to know.
Yeah, that's why I took it for you. I figured it'd be really
Unfortunately,
helpful
there's 2
for
of them
Nomcap.
here, so I'm still probably gonna have to roll against to try and position to the other side.
Just eyeballing it, Nomkath, you think you're up against a decent CMD. They look strong and dangerous. That's good enough, though. You want to go through?
Yep.
Okay.
I will move here, and I will take my first hit.
Did you want flank, though?
Oh yeah, you're right. So yeah.
There we go.
Flank. I don't know why was thinking.
It's all right.
Like that. Probably gonna regret this because this other guy's probably gonna wail on me next round, but I will try anyways. I do. Single attack.
That does confirm. And he looks very wounded.
And then sneak attack on top of that.
Yep. You guys watched Nomcath slide through the creature's legs, like grab onto the side of the door and just shoot himself through its legs and stand up behind it and jab this dagger into the back of its torso and find something vital. It coughs and falls to the ground. Ulfred.
Charge up.
Okay. That will hit. You swing your hammer around and almost catch it on the door jamb, but you manage to connect to him. Takala.
Nomcath, that will never stop being cool.
Takala, did we roll your divinity stuff today?
Nope.
Okay.
Technically, it's still the same day as before.
What did we roll last time?
Did we roll it?
I think we rolled it the previous day.
I think so.
You guys are, yeah. So we should maybe roll it again. So just take a second of back gaming. Okay. You get a second check if you wish. Here is the first result. Oop, there's the one.
That's a good one.
You want to hold on that?
Yep. Question mark guy.
Okay, sorry to pause the combat for a second, but let me read this. We'll have to back in this. Tokala, do you share this vision with the party?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. When Tokala got up and did his praying this morning, he connected to a new divine force he's not connected to before, and he was granted a vision. He felt that he was being chased down a dark hallway. The floors and walls, metal, blackened by scorch marks and explosion damage, much like this place. Turned a sharp corner and waited for his pursuer. He heard heavy metallic footsteps stomping closer to him. He stepped back to greet the attacker with a blade of shining steel and ran it skillfully through the chest of a huge silver and orange gearsman. You guys all know what gearsmen look like. Fire and lightning burst out of the hole in its body as it fell, and turning your grip around on the blade, he holds on to it and uses the falling creature's momentum to pull himself up onto its chest while drawing a pistol from a hip holster, raising it up in front of his face and blasting another gearsman, and its robotic head explodes. The second enemy tumbles forward onto his hands and knees, revealing a third just behind him who fires a blinding bright orange energy beam straight through his chest. And Tokala said he didn't feel any pain, but his vision blurred, and then he stumbled, grabbed the wall, and slid down it, and then stared down the hall as the world went dark.
Pretty intense, Tokala.
Yes, it was a strange vision.
And now you feel it sort of come to life as I presume you're going to attack this other android.
So, I don't remember what it takes to use blessing because I don't use them very often.
Swift.
See, it's a feature. Oh yeah, it's a feature you can activate.
Okay, I guess I'll activate that. And then
Let me do this to it real quick. 1 sec. So that we can go 2d6. Bane damage. And this. Bane. Okay, now just activate your blessing and it should tick once and you should get your robot bane effect damage.
Okay. War blessing.
Oh, I did it under
It's not a clickable thing.
I did it under blessing, not war blessing. My bad.
No, it's good. I see.
Do you feel in charge?
Okay. That was Bane. But
It's just like I saw him in the movie. Still can't understand.
So you get that damage if you hit on top of your attack, Takala.
Wow, that's really bad.
Well, you are kind of cramped in a doorway here, and you're unable to bring the blade around, even with all of this bonus affecting you. And just attacking it, though, you feel a surge of rage and anger and resentment. You feel emotionally pissed at this enemy. And then also annoyed that you missed. McGinnis 5-foot hops and unloads, and you guys see a triple blinding or a double blinding flash of white light as he fires the pistol into the android. Hit, and yep. +2 to hit, yep. And he just lights it up, and you're seeing these strange explosions and bits and pieces of its armor and flesh get blasted off like its bullets are exploding when they hit it. Let's see, this one is dead. Hey, now he's great when he's in player mode too.
I don't know. You missed a bit more.
Okay, Olbrin. Takala and Ulfred are squared off against this android. It looks pretty messed up. It looks pretty hurt. Actually, I just denied McGinnis his haste attack. What's
I
that?
used my vital strike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
It is
forgot to
actually
take that.
down. McGinnis dropped it with the extra haste shot. You are out of combat.
Might be more of these.
There's
Stay
some
vigilant.
androids for you to study, Eldrin.
Yeah, I was just thinking that he's actually going to go and look and see why these seem mutated. Would it be heal or knowledge?
Yes, heal's good. They are still organic. Careful where you wander.
I found something.
Does that heal check tell me anything about them?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pause while Eldrin gets this information. They are recently made. You can tell that. Their skin has a lot of mutation effects on it, like it has boils and tumors and strange things on it, but it doesn't look aged at all. Like androids don't age much, but when they've lived a long time, they can get sunburn, they can get dirty, they can get stuff like that. And these are, months or a few years old, and they are just filled with rage, and they're improperly constructed. Like they're structurally not sound, even though they're very strong. It's like someone made them and just cranked up the strength, which hurt every other aspect of them. Okay, and Takala, you're around the corner. You find a dark storage room, and there's some cabinets in it, most of which are empty, but the last of which does have some items in it. There is a strange pistol, a strange set of goggles, what looks like an arc grenade. You guys know what those look like. 2 batteries and a nanite canister.
Ooh, batteries. My chainsaw runs on these.
It does.
Everything else is garbage. But you guys might be interested. Get in here and take a look.
This is awesome. That needler pistol, I could shoot you guys with infusions from across the battlefield with this.
Yep.
Sounds like it made for you. Take it.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
Takala
that's
will toss it to him.
McGinnis could use these strange goggles. We'll
Yeah,
still need
definitely.
light for the rest of us, but we might be able to do with like smaller sources of light, so they don't give us away quite as much.
Okay. You want the goggles on McGinnis?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes sense.
There they go.
And I still have dark vision if we ever need it. So
Okay.
Did you hit loot on this pistol there? Oh,
just did.
great.
Anyone want that arc grenade? If not, I will take it because I'm paranoid about these little cloud swarms.
McGinnis is currently out of grenades for his grenade launcher.
Okay, I'll give it to him then.
I take the nanite canister just for my hypo gun.
That sounds good.
Cool.
And now down to the batteries.
I've got a bunch, so if you need them, Tokala, that's fine with me. For your chainsaw.
Well, McGinnis is gonna need one for those goggles.
He has no batteries. Yeah, he needs one.
Yeah, you better take both then. I know he's got a gun that runs on him.
Oh no, he has 2 batteries. So what do you guys want to do?
He could take them.
Okay.
And if I need him, I'll just beat him up and take him.
Wow. All right. Okay, so he's got batteries. He has massive nanite canisters here. Well, this guy's been hoarding nanite canisters. McGinnis has 7, so
Holy crap!
Good golly.
that's he would say that's enough to run his Inferno pistol for a long time and the medical pistol. So just let him know if you want him to use it.
Wow, McGinnis, all of a sudden you're being very generous with those. You should just
Hey now.
just handing them out. My gosh, it's so crazy.
Alright, well. Eldrin, any idea what these machines are?
Let me take a look.
This one over here looks like it's almost like a coffin of some sort.
Judging by the markings on here, well, which machine are you checking out? Go ahead and move yourself wherever you're investigating first.
I think I would first look at the big canister here.
This one right here? Oh, this? Okay.
No, this one.
All right. Fun times then. Everybody roll initiative when I get you in combat. Let's see.
Shit. Well, that's appropriate. I mean, the first one he would look at would be a trap or something. Oh, and actually, I have heightened awareness on, so I'm gonna add.
Okay.
Which I
Let's
guess I
see.
didn't need, but oh well.
McGinnis.
25.
First up will be Eldrin. Make me a perception check. Oh, very good. You're walking over and looking at this canister, which is coffin shaped and has a glass top with sort of deep green tint to it, and a lot of machinery connected, and Androffin writing on a lot of it, and a control panel to the north, and you're trying to figure out how all these things fit together when you hear a sort of slimy bubbling sound to your right, and you look at these huge pipes nearby, which are very dark inside, and you sort of sense something bubbling or frothing inside them. And you're up first. Let me unpause. Yeah, haste has worn off. We've been farting around for a few minutes.
Oh, let me take that up. So I just hear it. I don't see the stuff coming out of the pipes. I just hear something moving through them.
Yep.
Well, I'll warn everyone else. Say, hey, something's moving through these pipes. So I get a sense like it's coming from these into the green canister here. Looks like I lost connection to the server.
Uh-oh. Might want to refresh.
So while I'm refreshing, I guess if he doesn't see anything, he'll just take a step back and take out a sniper rifle, ready in action to shoot at anything that comes out in one
Okay.
group.
Olbrin, you are at the. Let's see, give you some coordinates here. You're at the north end of a huge room. It's 70 feet to the wall to the south of you. The place where you just had the android fight's about 10 feet to the east. And the machine they're looking at is 25 feet southwest. So is Eldrin and Nomcath. And the pipes that he is sort of staring at and pointing his gun at are about 35 feet to the west of you. No targets yet.
Okay, do you guys want haste or do you want to see what's going on first?
See what's going on, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe delay until something comes out.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
Yep.
delay.
Up to you.
Delay? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to move you down to Tokala's initiative roundabout for now. McGinnis draws his pistol and readies a shot. Same direction Eldrin's facing. Nomcath.
Oh, I didn't get to go.
Ulfrid, would you like to go?
Yeah, I was gonna cast Bold Strength.
All right, excellent. Now Nomcath's turn.
I am going to come around over here and basically hide for a secret strike next round.
Okay. Okay. Olbrin, you're going to be the first to see it. But it looks like a sudden flow of brownish, beige, sort of mixed flesh tone liquid suddenly comes rushing out of both of these pipes. But as soon as it clears the pipe, it forms into long tentacles. 6 or 7 of them with rows of teeth that emerge on the inside, and at the center of these is sort of a mouth with circular concentric rolls of teeth going in. It just looks like a bizarre toothed tentacle monster. And it bursts out of the pipe and reaches for Eldrin.
Well, that's disgusting.
There's the sound of it.
Definitely gets him.
And they
So,
grab on. You need to make a fort save. They wrap around Eldrin's neck and head, and they immediately, another tentacle tries to latch onto his face, and you see it start sort of pumping big lumpy things through its tentacle towards his face.
okay, and I use the inspiration on that.
Okay? You see that Eldrin has turned his face to the side, so the tentacle is latched onto the side of his head and is unable to connect with his mouth or nose. Tokala. And you take that damage, Eldrin.
Okay, I don't take the acid damage. 'cause
Okay, so you only take 12.
As a player, while I'd like to run the other way, Tokala would not. Good thing that's too far for me to run.
Well, would he still been in that room when we started investigating these?
I don't know.
Oh, he is where he is.
That's right. We've always played it like that.
Yeah.
I guess I will get to there, and I will cast a spell.
Eldrin's the party's damsel in distress.
Sometimes. Okay.
Alright, and I suppose I should use the one that gives me a fortitude saving throw buff. Torso.
Stands to reason. Looks like a biological type monster.
So yeah, I think I'll do that.
Olbrin. The blob mass is 35 feet to the east. To the west, sorry. 35 feet west of you. And actually, I gotta move Eldrin because it is slowly dragging him towards it.
All right then.
And you think you see another one about to burst out of this other pipe, which is also to the west, about 40 feet.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. What's this thing doing here?
Did it not cast? I wonder if they mess with spells somehow until your spells are just busted. No, it worked. Okay.
I grease you, old Eldrin.
Okay. Plus 10 on your next escape artist.
Nice. Thanks.
Grease is such a good spell. And now it's time for more hungry flesh. This thing plops out of the edge of the pipe and extends its tentacles out, reaching for... Yeah, I can reach Tokala.
Bring it.
Does that hit your touch AC? Or no? You can have you get your CMD versus this. Tries to grab onto Tokala and you bat it away with the side of the super chainsaw and kind of back around the side of this machine, and it's grabbing at the machine and tugging. And you hear a huge sort of scraping clunk as it grabs a hold accidentally of this multi-ton machine and moves it about an inch. It's immensely strong.
Oh, I'm so glad it didn't grab me.
Eldrin. That's a 28. I don't think you can... It's a skill check, so you can't auto-fail.
That's not 28. I put in the 10.
Oh, you put in the 10. Do you get the inspiration?
Yeah. I did not choose. I guess I could roll it. It's always, you can roll it afterwards, so I will do that.
Yeah, roll me a d6. Let's see, what did I use to grab you with? I don't think you can make it. You do-
That's fine.
you do
I
not
get
escape.
+3.
Okay.
All
You-
right.
You
is
guys
that
see
a full
Eldrin
round
trying to
action?
wriggle out of it, but he cannot get free.
Is that a full round action?
It's, I think so. Let's check. Escape. I always forget. Escape artist. Escape grapples, a standard action.
Okay. And he will use his move action to study this flesh blob as his study combat target.
Okay.
And that's it.
Hope you guys appreciate all the time I spend on YouTube finding disgusting sound effects.
I do.
I figured you already had a library full of them.
I have a ton,
You know,
but Iron Gods constantly makes me go seek out new ones because it's so weird.
Yeah, I did not see flesh monster coming.
Did you roll your... Do you have to roll anything to identify, or...
No.
Okay.
It's just a.
Ulfred?
I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon on the... have it attack the one attacking Eldrin.
Alright. Spellcast. There it is. That hits. You see it slam into its body and do a little bit of damage.
Then I move up 20 feet.
Okay. McGinnis is going to unload on this thing. He blasts it twice. Let's see. Do you, sir, have... Yeah, you're good. As McGinnis blasts it, you see the bullets rip through it, and its sort of rubbery flesh explodes, and he hits sort of maybe blisters filled with pus that explode and splatter all over the place. You're welcome. I'm Kath. Peeking over this machine, Nomcath, you're looking at monsters that do not have eyes or ears or senses. There's not much. They must be honing in on something else.
Yeah.
You suspect stealth is impossible.
Yep. And they didn't move like I thought they'd move anyway, so
They appear to be attached to those pipes.
interesting. So I bet the only thing I can really do is. Why are you not moving? 1, 2, 3. Trying to think here. 4, 5, 6. Nah, I couldn't get into range, so I am just going to do there. And you know what? I'm actually going to throw one of my knives. Holy crap!
Nice.
Great dagger shot.
Yeah.
Crit confirms. You slam a dagger into one of its lumps and you see sort of ooze trickle out around the blade.
That's my turn.
Okay. This thing tightens its grip on Eldrin. Takes a little more crushing damage and needs to make another fort save.
Okay, and I'll use an inspiration on that too.
Let's see. McGinnis, 2 shots. Dagger.
So does a 20 fort save, and +2 if it's poison.
You make-
okay.
It's DC 17. So you're good.
Okay, awesome.
You notice that on its turn, the dagger that Nomcath stuck in it pops out, and the flesh sort of crosses like 2 hands crossing fingers together and sort of grabs itself and reestablishes that flesh. And the places where McGinnis's bullets rip through it sort of weave themselves into new flesh around those holes, and it heals a bunch of damage by sort of sewing itself back together with more flesh.
Recovering, guys. This thing has regenerative abilities. He screams it. I'm way too calm right now. Sorry, it's been a long day.
I mean, Tokala, you're lucky he didn't just point out that you were complaining about being covered in puss.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did.
Okay.
Point it out.
I mean, but he
I-
didn't, like, really.
I fear kitty cats.
Okay. Tokala's turn.
Okay. I was thinking about doing a spell. Do I know anything about? Is there anything that could stop regeneration? Like some kind of element, like would fire do it or something?
Well, do you have any pertinent knowledge skills?
Just the knowledge of being a badass.
Oh, we'll roll that. Roll your knowledge badass.
That's 10d100 right there.
Yeah.
It really should just be a
You said the
special
magic
skill
word,
for me.
tendies.
Who touched my tendies?
Go ahead and roll the only knowledge you have.
I wish. Oh yeah, I have knowledge religion.
One rank.
In your vast studies over the past month and a half, barely listening to what Eldrin tells you. You have heard, as he described, Eldrin told you there are some types of undead that can regen, and demons and devils can regen. Demons and devils are immune to fire, but some types of undead are susceptible to it. So maybe fire would help.
Kill it with fire. Got it.
That's all. That's what Tokala would have heard from Eldrin's, 2-hour PowerPoint.
Clicked it.
And Eldrin's one of those teachers who, writes a wall of text on his PowerPoints and reads the whole thing.
Nah, come on. He's more tactful than that.
Okay, he's a better teacher than that. He's got some visuals. He's got some examples. He's very thorough.
Very lively.
He's excited about the material.
Too many like whatever tangents.
Exactly.
Too many tangents. Yeah, that's you're right. That suits him
You
better.
have 3 sentences on there and spend 4 hours on one slide just because everything reminds him of something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by
Yeah.
the end of it, he forgets what he was teaching you.
Whoops.
So that's a lot of information, but yeah. It allows me to add some damage to my weapon.
Okay.
And it will be fire damage. So I think it'll only be a d6 of fire damage.
Okay.
Same as a weapon. And is everyone focusing on the top one?
Have been.
Oh, they have reach, don't they? That's okay. I'm rushing in anyways.
Okay.
So that should get me within 5 feet of that guy. And I'll swing away at him.
I will get some. Let me see. What is my reach? Yep. Okay.
Does he get a swing at me?
Let's say no. They don't react that quickly.
Okay.
These are extremely similar to the monster Hungry Flesh, but like everything in Iron Gods, they're a little different. Ooh, that hits. Well, some interesting things happen there. Tokala, you bring the chainsaw down on it and just immediately split it in two, and you are all sprayed with sort of rubbery beige flesh, and muscles come flying out of it. Clearly muscular tissue just comes flying out. You just get slapped with chunks of it, and pustules explode. Some sort of blood Tokala gets into in the middle of it, and you notice that as he's sawing through it, and it's the chainsaw, the scuppers on the chainsaw work. They sort of channel the spray of goop away from Tokala and towards the wall. A little bit gets on Eldrin. You notice that he's both sawed it in half, and then it also is rapidly repairing itself around the blade of the chainsaw. Tokala's almost losing the chainsaw in the creature. Like it's forming around your weapon as you cut through the center of it. But it did seem to take a lot of damage there, and it lets go of Eldrin, and it starts to sort of sag, hanging out of its pipe.
Eldrin, you lied to me. You said fire kills things better.
Yeah. Okay, Oldbrin. The top one looks like it's letting go. It might be down for good. The other one is still reaching for Tokala. It is 35 feet southwest of you.
The range on Scorching Ray is 15 feet? Man,
No, it's close. I think you have better than that.
is it? Okay, I could.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move up in Scorching Ray range then.
I think you're in it.
Okay,
Yeah, you're 35.
okay. Do we ride a Mako for a Scorching Ray?
We might have. I'm a lazy man, but I might have done that. S-Ray. Did we? Maybe not. Let me do this. It won't take me long. Scorching Ray. Got you. Then we edit the macro and go S-R-A-Y. Try it. Whoa.
I hit the undamaged one.
Yes, you do. Eldrin blasts. 2 bolts of fire come out of his outstretched palm and light up the room for an instant. And the first one slams into the flesh creature, and it recoils immediately. All of its tentacles sort of wave and jiggle and flail in random directions, and the entire creature sort of quavers. The second one slams into it also, and it goes limp. All of the tentacles fall to the ground, and the flesh sort of starts slowly sliding out of the tube onto the ground.
Yeah, fire, just like that, Tokala.
And you're out of combat.
Nice.
Why did yours work better?
Eldrin, hold still.
Oh, thanks. Ulfrid. While Ulfrid's doing that, oh wow, that's some nice cure.
That's a mod. I forgot. Yeah, that's a really good spell.
I think
So while he's
I'm
doing
supposed
that-
to target the person I.
Yeah, we've never really learned how to do that. We can do that someday.
Can I roll a knowledge nature on these guys? And
Sure. In this case,
see if it's
I'd like you to roll engineering, actually.
okay. So it's 26.
What you were about to discover about this machine is that it creates androids. And it uses a hyper advanced and complicated chemical process and sort of construction process. And these blobs are not androids, but they're android flesh turned into some sort of barely sentient blob that just eats and absorbs, digests. It's like a gigantic android stomach with tentacles coming off the sides of it. And they are not a magical monster. They bear a lot of similarities to a magical beast you've heard of called Hungry Flesh, but they're a little different. And they were created probably on accident by this facility.
This is amazing, guys. This machine, it created those creatures earlier. This is the skin. I think we could make an android here.
I don't think that's a good idea. As I
Sounds like
carefully
an excellent
try,
idea.
to retrieve my dagger from that mess.
Oh, it's laying on the ground nearby. It was expelled out of the body.
Alright.
Well, obviously there's something wrong because these don't look right.
Yeah,
She's
Yeah,
broken.
maybe it's bad craftsmanship.
I don't think it's something we need to be messing with.
You'll also notice that there are more pipes to the southwest.
Should we go
Looking-
closer?
Can try. Do the control panels look like they have anything like create android buttons like that or something?
They are
Or is it
on,
complicated?
and there's a lot of androphon text flowing by, but you'd have to come closer to read it.
Closer.
Oh, the ones right next to me?
Come closer. No,
Those
so-
are just showing sort of power activity. There's lights on, but the actual control panels connected to the creation tubes are to the south of you.
Alright. Guys, I really want to go look at that panel there. Maybe I can turn it down, but chances are I'm going to get attacked again. So, got my back, I guess.
You survived the first one.
Alright. I'm going to wait for like people to get... Where is it?
Takala and let's see, Ulfred, not close enough. Takala and Olbrin
Me?
make perception checks visual. Whoop, never mind. We're in combat. Let's see. Pause on those perception checks. Ulfred, I gotta move this critter so that I can see you. You can roll initiative, everybody. All right. Olbrin, Eldrin walks right in front of one of these pipes, and looking in it, you see a sudden surge of brownish beige liquid flesh about to flow out of it at a high rate of speed.
I see this.
You do. You are 40 feet to the east of him, but you're watching him. You watch him walk right in front of these pipes that you guys all just noticed together. He's sort of just asking for it.
In acrobatics to like jump out of the way since he was expecting this.
That would be your non-flat-footed armor class is what that would be.
Okay.
Well, I move a little bit closer so I can scorching ray whatever shit comes out of that.
Okay. You 5-foot hop a little to the south. You are within 40 feet of the targets. I'm pretty sure that is good for your close range. Yeah, your close range is 40 foot. So you want to ready?
If it worked off of that. Yeah.
Okay. And Eldrin, you step in front of the pipe, you hear the and you are ready. What do you do?
take a 5-foot step back. Game is paused.
Unpausing.
So can he go there? And then if he shoots from there, does he get, since they have reach, right? Is that what I saw last time?
Yeah, but they haven't gone yet, and they didn't AOO Tokala. You're not sure they're bright enough or dexterous enough to AOO.
Yeah, actually, he's just gonna like take his full move action then if he thinks that.
Yep.
Move
There
to
there you go.
And then shoot at this one.
Okay. You see the top one or the bottom one you're shooting at?
Bottom.
Okay. That will hit. You blast it, and you see fresh flesh get sprayed several different directions, and then you see it sort of reform around the bullet hole.
Oh, that didn't do much.
It's alright, I got the fire. I'm gonna bring the fire.
This thing up here pours itself out of the tube. It was reaching for Eldrin, but he moved away, and it immediately turns its tentacles towards Ulfrid.
Damn, that hits.
Yep. You are grabbed, and you need to make a fort save. Oh, you can fire your ready shot. Blam. That is a hit. Which one are you firing at? The north one that's attacking Ulfrid, or the south one that's not attacking anybody yet?
Ulfrid.
Okay.
Damn. Just gonna attack Ulfrid.
Yep, he just blasts Ulfrid in the side of the head with a scorching ray. No, Ulfrid, as this thing reaches for you, you see two firebolts slam into the side of it, and it's all of its flesh jiggles and writhes around in alarm at being hit with potent fire damage. Ulfrid. It is not a poison. It's not a spell-like. Okay. I know you don't take the acid damage, right? You take this. You take 17 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
You were crushed, and you guys see it get a tentacle on Ulfrid's face. It actually pushes his helmet off the back of his head and attaches to his face and starts trying to pump something down his throat.
Disgusting. Oh shit. This is what happened to Gavrilo, right?
It's exactly like that.
Yep. That's what you're infected with, sir. It is a tumor. See the icon?
Yeah.
Very cute. Josh, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger from Kindergarten Cop.
Nice.
So 2, 4, 5.
Man, this campaign's really gross.
I'm actually getting to range, so you know what? Not as good this time.
Hits.
Yep, that's all I can do because
McGinnis, 5-foot hops and double shots. Let's see. Apply that damage, and then you see it sew itself back together to a pretty great degree from the knife and the bullet hits. Ulfrid.
Do I have a condition on me or anything?
No, you have a tentacle trying to shove some sort of roughly avocado-sized fleshy globules in your throat that appear to be grabbing onto the inside of your teeth and pulling themselves down your throat.
Oh, well.
But you
sure.
can still swing your weapon.
Yeah, I'm gonna just swing at him first.
Let me know if it gets too gross. I could tone it back. Huge hit, and even in your very disturbed and alarmed state, Ulfrid, you notice that it's not able to reform its flesh after you smack it with a hammer. It just sort of takes the damage and goes limp, lets go of your face. You are afraid you may still have some lingering infection, though.
Alright, but the avocado thing is not in my mouth anymore.
No, it is. You feel it
Oh.
moving down your throat.
You should do that stinking cloud on yourself to make yourself puke.
You know, something like that. I might just let you try that. Nomkath, this thing tries to grab you. You see a bunch of fleshy tentacles with little teeth on them reach out and wrap around you. You can make a fort save.
Oh boy. I'm not too good at those.
Then you guys see the tentacles wrap around Nomkath's face and start pumping tumors into his mouth. Lovely. Tokala, isn't this place wonderful?
Well, alright. Light it up again. There we go. Sacred weapon. So extra fire damage, and then I'm gonna rush in.
All right. Get him.
Brah!
Huge hit. And you notice, Tokala, as you saw through the center of it, that the tentacles wriggle and writhe in sort of a panicked fury in all directions. And you see it's like every single little tiny blade of this chainsaw causes another reactive regeneration. But the chainsaw goes so fast and does so much damage that it's outpacing the creature's ability to reform itself. By a lot. Like you're killing it way faster than it can regenerate itself. Olbrin, this other target is within your 40-foot sphere. Believe it or not, that 9, the 9 hits. They're basically immobile blobs.
Nice.
So, Tokala, as you're sawing through it, and 100 little strands of flesh are trying to wrap around, and they tend to just wrap around the chainsaw, just like last time. But hundreds of tentacles are coming at you, flailing around in your face. 2 huge fire blasts slam into the side of it, and it just sort of wriggles and goes limp and slowly oozes and slides off the side of your chainsaw. You're out of combat.
I told you fire like that, Tokala. Like that.
Yeah. But did you see how I cut into its nougaty center?
Feels so good.
Yeah, McGinnis, give me that flashlight, and Eldrin walks over to Nomkath and asks him to open his mouth. Take a look inside.
Does so reluctantly.
But I guess like try to look for something down his throat or anything. I guess perception.
Heal check. Oh boy. Yeah, you realize you're looking in his ear. You don't see anything.
Man. Well, yeah, Nomkath, that didn't look good. What happened when he was grabbing you there? Put something in your mouth, right?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to get better.
You feel as if there's a tiny squid wriggling around at the bottom of your throat, right at the kind of at your sternum, where your collarbones meet. It's not quite down in your stomach or chest yet, but you feel it moving underneath your breast.
Everyone stand back except Nomkath.
Right.
Okay.
He's going to kill it with fire. Tokala's running across the room.
I think he's gonna use the stinking cloud like was suggested.
McGinnis too.
Also, that's how that gigantic part.
Deep breath, guys.
Okay, you willfully fail your save against Stinking Cloud.
Yes.
Okay. Make a new fort save. You both start violently throwing up.
Wow.
Nomkath, you throw up this little, like I said, avocado or apple-sized blob with 17 or 18 tiny little stringy tentacles coming out of it, and they all immediately reach for you as soon as it lands on the floor.
I stab it.
And you stab it, and all the tentacles sort of flail and go sadly limp. Ulfred, you are still, and you are violently throwing up in the stinking cloud, both of you. And Ulfred, you don't see anything coming up. He's just kind of, it sounds like he's kind of going,
Fortunately, I can't do anything but move, so I'll get out of the cloud and just kind of stumble out. I got mine, but Alfred's.
I guess I'll stay in the cloud. Got 6 more rounds.
yeah, that's the only chance you're going to get at barfing it up.
Ooh, there we go.
No, I mean, you're stuck with it. You'll need a cure
Okay.
disease
Oh, got it.
or a remove disease.
I thought you each round you made a roll when you're in sticking cloud.
Oh yeah, you do keep throwing up. You do feel very nauseous, but you're unable to dislodge the creature.
Got it.
I just thought it was a really good idea, so I'd give you a second save for it.
For some people that do live dissections, maybe we can cut your stomach open, Ulfred, and then you just heal yourself after we pull it out.
I have just the tool for that.
Oh yeah, perfect.
What was the swamp egg? Did that remove disease?
It does.
You just said that and I forgot already.
It does. Attempts to remove 1 disease or poison. Make a new save at +4.
Unfortunately, it only works as a suppository, so.
Oh God. I actually
Have any of
think.
those left?
Oh, Olbrin has a few.
I
Yeah,
have
I've got
one.
some.
I sold mine.
I'll give him one. Try this.
Somebody with heal, roll a heal check on the use of the swamp egg for this.
Not me.
Ulfred, you are still dry heaving, and you still feel something writhing around underneath your rib cage, and you're fairly certain that in order to remove it with the swamp egg, you will need to eat the swamp egg.
Okay. Hand it over. Hand it over.
This is some Army of Darkness shit.
Here you go.
When
Can you give
when
me-
the little creature's inside him and he pours hot water down his own throat. How'd you like the taste of that?
Gotta eat worm, man. They're
can
gonna
you give
fight
him
each
one of
other.
my swamp eggs, Toby?
Try /egg, Josh. EGG.
Oh,
I might have done it. Ooh. Well, you do receive the healing, and you can make your fort save. You guys see Ulfred take the swamp egg, shove it in his mouth, and sort of gag on it, and then struggle to swallow it. And then you hear kind of a crunching, squishing sound, and Ulfred clutches his chest with both of his hands, dropping his hammer and shield, and drops to his knees and kind of goes, "Oh!" And you hear it from somewhere inside him.
Oh, thank you, Oberon. You know, these eggs, they're not half bad.
It's the worst tasting thing other than the tumor. You've now had the number 1 and number 2 worst tasting thing ever in your mouth in 20 seconds. And you're in a stinking cloud or near one.
Covered in vomit. Weird thing
Mhm.
dead in the chest.
did that kill it? Are you better now, Alfred?
Hi. Sounds like a Saturday night.
Yeah, the color sort of returns to his face, and he's able to pick up his stuff, and other than a bunch of barf and other things in his beard, he looks okay.
Was 18 enough for use magic on my Cure Light Wounds wand?
I think so. Let's just make sure. Let's make sure.
I guess
Use the wand. DC 20. No.
Nope.
But you don't lose the charge.
I give you 8 health.
All right.
Would you quit rolling ones on your skill checks? You're the skill monkey.
Seriously.
So
Yeah,
that was
guys.
to see if I could figure out how to turn off these machines.
You had a 26 or 30 on these machines earlier. You're wanting to deactivate the Android Foundry?
Yeah, I guess. Or I don't. I mean, earlier when I was trying to look for like a create Android button, you said it was at this module down here, or whatever, this desk. So I was just looking at that one, see if I could see if there's any unique controls there to turn off or.
Yeah, it's actively making another monstrous deformed android right now. It will take
Okay, I'll turn
probably
it off.
a month and a half, but then it'll be done. You deactivate it?
Let's turn it off. Yeah.
You notice that it has been active for 7 years and created at least half a dozen various androids.
Okay. There might be more of these androids down here, guys. This thing seems to have been pumping them out for quite a few years.
Well, androids I think we can handle, as long as there's not any more of those things.
Yeah. You know, I must admit, it would have been interesting to see what that little creature would have done to one of you, as long as you didn't die, of course.
Super interesting.
We saw what it did to us. It violated us.
So sad.
Then why are you laughing? I imagine Eldrin really would laugh as he's going so sad.
To go back to the perception rolls from Takala, let me freeze you guys there for a sec so we don't aggro anything else. There is a downed gearsman to the southwest. Takala saw it when you were over here by the machine. You can see under this giant pipe here. And, I mean, it was a good 50, 60 feet away, but you could see it, and Olbrin could see it with his drow dark vision. And it looks like a gearsman type that none of you have ever seen before, except Takala saw it in the vision he recently had.
I think when he sees it after this little combat, he'll remember it and go, remember that vision I was telling you about this morning?
Uh-huh.
Those same gearsmen. It's right down there. Seems dead, I don't know, but seems down.
Like, just the same type, or are we talking like the exact
Get out of
same
here,
ones?
Butters. No, Butters.
I'd have to-
Quit it.
I think I'd have to get a little closer to be sure, but surely it couldn't be the same one.
I mean, the vision might have been a vision of the past.
Or the future. Perhaps I will become an android. And this is where it will happen.
Oh, man. We're getting some Takala fan fiction going here.
Ooh.
This is really good. This is good stuff.
Too.
No,
Maybe
no.
we could.
It was a joke. I don't actually want that.
Okay.
Now you've disappointed him.
So sad.
But perhaps we should go check it out.
Yeah, let's take a closer look.
But first, what's up there? And he points towards that opening.
You see sort of a control panel in there, a little alcove there with some more controls for the room. Looks like broader power controls for the east side of this room.
Can I turn on lights in this room?
There are some tiny blinking lights, but no, looks like the primary lights have all been shattered by the massive number of grenades and other energy weapons that have been set off in here.
Okay.
There's broken glass everywhere, and all of the ceiling lighting looks to have been damaged by concussion.
There's a door down here.
There's several.
A couple of them now that people are bringing the light.
As you approach there, you hear these southern doors start to open together. And Takala can see that there are some androids in each of those rooms, which are going to come at you guys right now.
Come at me, bro.
So you can roll initiative yet again. What a lovely place this is.
Yeah.
So dangerous.
Goddamn initiative! I can't roll over like a 10 on initiative.
All right, let me
I
get
have
the
a plus
bad guys.
Killed it on that one. Yes.
Okay. Androids. Okay. Then roll NPCs. Ooh, they rolled real good on initiative. Okay. So out of these rooms to the south of you, for Olbrin, this is one room is 45 foot south, the other is about 35 foot south, and the huge pipe under with the robot dead underneath it, it's about 45 foot southwest. And there is another unopened door to the southeast, about 25 feet. Now, the first bad guy comes out of the southeast door, 3, 4, and immediately tries to chop Nomkath. I think that's a connection. Slashes your rogue. Second one, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rushes across the room towards Tokala. Eldrin, your turn.
Eldrin will step up to Nomkath and inject him with invisibility from behind.
Okay.
It's still paused, by the way.
Oh, unpausing.
So he just gets there and checks invisibility. And then hopes he doesn't get fucked up next round.
Okay. Tokala.
Sweet. All right. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and use another one of my blessings.
Do you feel in charge?
Okay.
Okay. And then swing at him.
That their armor class is pretty crappy. That will hit. You saw into them, and the bane damage takes effect, and you see this android scream in rage and pain as you cut into it, and you feel the saw sort of come alive and your own blessings take effect, and you feel absolutely righteous and angry, like you're taking revenge on these fucking constructs.
You deserve this. Ah!
And pieces of armor and flesh are going flying off in like a giant forward curving fountain of guts and metal, perfectly through the little guides that Jinvaya built. Alfred.
Alright, I guess I'll move to help the kitty folk. I can't charge like that, right?
Where were you?
I was like right here. So I don't have a straight line to the guy.
Yeah, it's not exactly a straight line to him.
Okay. Yeah.
That will miss. Take a good swing, but does not connect. Okay. Let's see. Where are you? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. This android comes rushing out and attacks Ulfred. That does not hit. McGinnis, 5-foot hops here. Full attacks. You see the pistols start to glow, and Tokala, the head of the android you are sawing in half, absolutely detonates. There is the bullet enters its skull, and then you think it bounces around for a second before detonating in this glowing orange and yellow blast that just shoots bits of bone and guts everywhere.
bit of an overkill, McGinnis.
He dumps his other shot into this android by Ulfrid. Olbern, you have an enemy android 25 foot south, 30 foot southeast. And I think that's it for now. No other targets.
Okay, there's one on Domkath, right?
Yes. But he turned invisible.
Oh, we did.
Yeah. Ulfrid and Eldrin are 15 feet southeast of you, but you cannot see Nomkath. So you should just shoot like an area effect spell over there, see if he's there.
Seems legit. He does have evasion.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, in that case, I will.
Sit down. Sit down.
How many are attacking Ulfrid? 1 or 2?
He and Nomkath are, well, Nomkath's last location. There's 2 there.
Okay. I just do that to the one by where Nomkath was.
Okay. Blam. Magic missiles sink in, and you damage him. All right. Let's see. The Ulfrid and Eldrin, this door to the southeast of you opens, and you see nothing for a second, and then sort of tumbling in from the north, you see a very strange looking woman. She looks like a pale skinned android with bright blue hair and crazy looking armor and a strange pistol in her hand. And her face doesn't line up. It's like the right side of her skull looks like it was cut apart from the left side and then pushed back together, and they don't line up exactly right. She looks like a sort of strangely formed android. Too much soothe. Okay, wow. Yeah. And she holds that pistol out in front of her and just unleashes a barrage at Ulfrid. And that's going to be... Do you have any resistance to piercing or cold?
Nope.
Okay, that's going to be a hit. How good is your touch?
I applied it to.
Oh, did you? Okay, sorry.
They all hit.
They all hit. Okay, go ahead and apply them all then. And I forgot one of her shots, so she gets one more. You take that one too.
I'm still alive.
She tumbles into view, and if McGinnis were here, he would tell you that that's an incredibly accurate pistol fired by an incredibly skillful marksman. She lit Ulfrid up. All of those shots were straight at his heart and his head, and he's lucky to be alive. And let's see, I have another android here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This android runs out of the last room and takes one shot at Ulfrid. Misses, though. Ulfrid gets his shield in the way. Nomkath.
Well then, I think I know my target. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So that she's completely unexpecting it.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, it does mean I'm only going to get a single attack, but
That will hit.
and she is getting my new max damage roll macro for underhanded.
You drive this dagger into her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is she still standing?
Oh, yeah. You drive it into her side where her organs should be. And she somehow immediately, twists her body and armor plates in such a way as to prevent you from driving the dagger all the way into her heart.
Okay. For debilitating injury, I'm applying the -4 to attack.
Okay.
So -4 against me, -2 against anybody else.
Okay. Deformed android numero uno. Takes a hop up here and does an attack on Ulfred. That's going to miss. That one's down, so it's Eldrin's turn.
Alright, he's gonna swift action invisibility on himself. And then I guess spend the rest of his turn loading. It requires cooperation to give Ulfred a cure light, right? Like I can't just like shove it in his mouth.
No. Yeah, you can make it available to him, but he would have to have a hand free. Also, he has a weapon and shield.
Yeah, so he'll spend his turn then. Shoot, what do I want to do?
And once you get him
so
loaded
that's,
into your needler pistol,
Yeah,
just
I'm gonna
shoot
put
him in the
mine-
ass. I mean,
one at a time.
you could load it up with a bunch of different things. I would think you'd probably want to single load it because you won't know what you want to shoot at people.
Order. Right. So he'll spend this turn then stepping behind Ulfred and loading up. Shoot, I guess a cure light, just because he sees how effed up Ulfred got. So he'll pour his cure light potion into the hypo gun.
Oh, you need time for. Oh, you're going to use like a regular healing gun? Because the needler pistol, you need time to like prep stuff for it.
Right. I was going to use the hypo gun that I've been using for.
Okay.
infusions.
And you've got a reload for that? You've got a nanite canister somewhere?
No, he's talking about the bracer thing he does his infusions in.
Oh, I thought he was doing the hypo gun.
No, not so. The
Okay.
hypo gun is what I normally use to give people infusions when I poke them with a needle.
Mhm.
We've established that he can load infusions into that, so I figured I could put a cure light into it as well. If you say I can't, that's fine.
Into the hypo gun? No, the hypo gun just does what it does and it needs nanites to run. You can't be loaded with anything.
Remember, so I've used the hypo gun for forever though to give people infusions.
He's got the modified hypo gun for his infusions.
Modified hypo gun. Yeah, we need to document that. But I remember now. Go ahead.
Okay, so that's what I'm doing this turn, just loading that up with it.
Okay. Tokala.
All right. So Takala's gonna go 1, 2, hop to here, and say, Ulfred, take a step back. I've got this now. Heal yourself up. You look like crap. And he's gonna attack the one directly to the south of him.
Okay.
So sad. Doesn't confirm.
Crit does not confirm, but you do a truckload of damage. Looks like it's very hurt. Ulfred.
Nice.
All right, that's me.
Okay. Okay. I forgot that sound was on there too. There is a blinding flash of light to the right of you, Ulbrin, as you see a woman, a beautiful woman with black hair and Varetian garb come out of nowhere and slam her weapon into McGinnis from behind. And she is charged with electricity, and you see McGinnis just shake and violently convulse with electrical attacks and then fall limp to the floor.
Oh shit!
And she looks at you and winks. Let's see, has this android got any left in the tank? You instantly think of the eggs. Okay. This android... No, he's going to return fire on Tokala. I don't think that hits. Or does it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I see.
connects. They slam into you. Guinness is down for now. Olbrin, this woman is 10 feet to your west, and it looks like the soup lady from town. Looks like Alaris. And there's currently 6 of her standing there. One of them is probably real.
One of them is probably real. How many other androids are out?
There are 3 androids up. One of them looks like it's really badly hurt. And then Nomkath is fighting something that sounds terrible in an adjoining room that you can't see from where you're at. And then there's this lady.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start off with this.
Okay. Who you hit with that?
Starting with her,
Okay.
soup lady.
Soup lady attempts to resist. Fails. She's slowed. Actually, you feel your slow hit something, and it seems like it works. But she doesn't look slow. She just looks less hasted.
Ah. Ha ha ha. In that case, I hit her again.
You son of a bitch. She fucking
my
fails
God.
again. She's actually slowed now.
It was so hard for her to fail that.
She did it twice. You rip down her haste and you feel it happen with your instacast, and then you just hit her with a second one, and that one seems to take effect, and she looks shocked at you. She looks absolutely shocked that you got her with that.
I wink at her.
She does not wink back. She's now angry. She's now oh, I'm killing your ass. You're done.
Run.
You're done. You're fucking done. You see electricity start crackling down her arm into the sword again.
Moving away. Is anybody else close enough for that slow to hit him too?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Nomkath, this lady with one hand pulls your dagger out of her ribs and tumbles 5 foot away from you and does a, let's see, yep. A huge burst. Oh my God, lady. The first shot goes into and you notice, Nomkath, that she sort of turns her head down, and you're like, she's looking at me with her peripheral vision, and she's looking at Ulfred and Tokala out the other side of her weirdly shapen head. And the first hit hits Ulfred. The second hit hits, she whips back and hits Tokala with another huge hit, and he drops. And then she whips back another one towards you.
I'm black catting that.
Okay.
Let me features. See if I can how can I share it? It's basically once per day, immediate action. Oh, never mind. It's melee only. Never mind. So yeah, I'm hit.
Okay. And then she's going to dump this one into Eldrin.
He's invisible.
Oh, you are invisible. You can take that damage back off. She dumps it into Olbrin instead, who is also hurt.
You're welcome, Holger.
And you notice with her last shot, she actually shoots Ilaris. And Ilaris again looks shocked and angry. This android steps forward, tries to kill Eldrin. I think I hit you.
He's invisible.
You're invisible. I try to hit Ulfred.
I'm staggered.
Okay. Let's quit being invisible all the time, would you?
Well, obviously I got to finish her off. So I move up 5 feet. I use my once a day free action feint.
Okay. Let's see. That's versus 10 plus her sense motive, right?
Yep.
Okay. You think you fainted her?
And then I will take full action attack.
Yeah, Takala's at con on his next turn. If he fails his fort save, he's dead. Yep. It was an amazing gun crit. That's going to... What's that?
Not a bad way to go.
Her flat-footed is 14. So that first attack misses unless you have your...
I have the headband on, so that's plus. It's only +2 though.
Okay.
So,
Your...
nope. I'm told. No, wait a second. She's a robot, so that's +3, so that takes it to 14.
Oh my god, your robot trait.
So that means 2 sneak attacks.
Okay, hang on. Let me click this damage. Boom, and the crit confirms.
2 sneak attacks.
She's very hurt. First sneak attack hits. Second sneak... Oh my god, Nomcath. Your robot trait just downed her. She would still be up if not for that.
Oh. Wow.
None of you guys can see this, which is unfortunate because Nomcath, she's inhumanly fast and ridiculously skilled, and you just played the best hand you could possibly play against her, and she's like throwing elbow blocks. I mean, you had to try to stab her about 7 times to get this done, and she even had this crazy looking sword she has on her back halfway out of the scabbard ready to come around, and you were not going to have a defense against it. You were too committed to these stabs, but you finally hit some fucking organ in her body, and you realize that as you're stabbing her, her organs don't seem to be in the right place. You thought you'd missed and were going to hit like liver or something that wouldn't instantly kill her, and she kind of gets a strange look on her face and falls onto you and just grabs you. She stops fighting you and just grabs you and sinks to the floor.
I push her off and kind of spit on her. Damn robots.
Yeah, she moved inhumanly fast. That was like fighting an agent from the Matrix.
Yeesh.
Deformed android. Me kill. Who's still up? Deformed android. Run at Olbrin. Kill Olbrin. Die, Olbrin. Oh, shit. That crit does not confirm. Because you have a good armor class.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they have great axes. Eldrin. Things are going great.
So he'll go over here and lean over and give a cure light wounds to Tokala.
Okay.
With the hypo gun. And does that erase his invisibility or no? Because it's not like an attack.
No. If it's not an attack, you're still invisible.
Okay, sweet. So I'll do that.
Back from the brink.
I was so close.
We're super good at coming really close to this camera. I mean, we legit killed Nomcath.
Yep.
We did legit kill Nomcath last book. I mean, it was really McGinnis' fault.
And almost killed him time before that. I was literally like you, I was 1 round from being
Hey man,
dead.
I've played Double Dagger Rogue and Pathfinder. I died at least once or twice a level.
Yeah.
They just started using Reincarnate on me because they were tired of spending money.
Oh, Jesus.
I kept rolling half elf. I was like, I'm fine with it. Fine with it. All right, Eldrin. Tokala is saved, but still unresponsive.
And when I'm doing that, can I tell? I mean, I guess it's RP wise. He'll look over at McGinnis and try to get a sense of how effed up McGinnis is, and Oldford for that matter. All around, he's just freaking out.
You're probably wondering why I'm still on my feet.
Yeah, he's shocked. He thought you were down until you
I mean,
started talking to him.
This dwarf is tough to kill. He is tough to kill.
Yeah, he was gonna try to heal you first, actually, until you started responding.
Okay. That. Okay. Tokala, you're automatically stabilized, so you don't have to make a check. Ulfrid. Pretty big turn for you.
All right, big bucks, no whammies on this one. Oh my god.
That will hit. I'm going to put that. It's a channel positive. Olbrin, you feel it hit you, heals you. How many people can you exclude?
Oh, these are. Oh, right, they're.
Androids are
they're
alive.
women.
They do
I
receive
can
positive channels.
Exclude one, I think. So the one crazy Matrix chick.
The super scary one you exclude?
Yeah.
Okay. You think you may have healed some of the others. Tokala, this one in front of you looks less hurt, and Ilaris looks slightly repaired.
Is McGinnis healed too?
Yes. He is. And he is no longer down.
That may not last long.
For 1 second, yeah. I don't know if she might kill him now.
Olbrin, roll me a spellcraft check. On her turn, it's Ilaris' turn, and Olbrin, you've got this deformed android swinging a giant two-handed axe at the side of your head, and you're doing a good job of dodging it so far, but you're keeping both eyes locked on Soup Lady.
Mm-hmm.
And Soup Lady looks at you, and even slowed, you see so the gears are turning in her head, and you see her kind of blink, and you feel the spell, the slow effect is broken, and she starts moving back at normal speed, and she backs away, and you see her cast invisibility.
Fuck. Okay.
That's her whole turn. That was a lot for her to do. Tokala, you are semi-conscious, and there is a deformed android that does not seem to... Well, let me see. How perceptive are you, dude? Pretty perceptive. It looks down at you and swings at the dwarf anyway. But it's sort of aware that you're down there. Oh my god, it clobbers Ulfrid.
I'm down.
But you're not dead.
All right. McGinnis, dig deep, buddy. What do you got? Okay.
Grenades.
He could grenade, but I think versus constructs, he honestly does more damage. He says, fuck it. Don't know where Invisible Lady is, but those androids are killing my people. And I need to make sure I use all of his shit here. Point blank. On. Deadly aim. On. Rapid shot. On. He is not currently hasted. This android standing over Tokala. Blam. What are you at, sir? Still up. He hits it twice. It is dead. Yeah, Nomcath, make sure you get that 11 channel. And he puts his rapid shot into... yeah, that one's dead. You don't have to worry about that. He puts his rapid shot into this other one, and it also takes the Bane damage. Actually, it takes this one too, because I forgot to put the Bane damage on the first one. Yeah, Tokala and Ulfrid, you're looking at these two androids that are just like big, beefy, strong people swinging huge axes at your face, and they just erupt in gunfire. These bullets rip through them and explode, and armor bits go flying every which direction. He actually kills both of them because of the Bane effect. Yep. And then he looks around nervously, trying to figure out where Invisible Soup Lady went. Olbrin, McGinnis is about 10 feet away from you. Ulfrid's 15 foot south on the ground again. Tokala's laying on the ground but looking around, aware, trying to assess. 2 androids just dropped. Basically, all the deformed androids are down except the one swinging at you. And you're still not sure where Eldrin or Nomkath are.
Okay. Calculation. Do I think Invisible Lady had much movement left? Like, I knew it took a lot to break that.
It didn't. You think she broke the... You think she hasted herself somehow with a swift action, which canceled your slow.
Uh-huh.
And then she cast invisibility, and she could have moved up to, a single move anywhere. But she wasn't hasted because she was just slowed. So she's probably within whatever her single move is. And she couldn't. There's a wall to the north of you. There's machinery to the northwest. She could have gone kind of west, southwest. She might have run through the combat to the south. She could have gone to the east of you about 10 feet. Those are the places she could physically go.
Okay. Probably pretty sure she's coming after my dumbass, though. I'm kind of paranoid about that. So if she was moving towards me, where do I think she would have gone?
I mean, she'd be right next to you. She could be to the left, northwest, northeast, east, south, southwest. There's an android swinging at you from the southeast.
Okay.
So she's not there.
Okay, Fairy Fire, how does that work? It's a 5-foot area?
But I will say this, as she was casting, she was moving away from you. She was backing away, which would have at least started her movement westward.
That's true. So Fairy Fire, how does that work? Is it just...
I think you have to have a target. Let's look. It's a rare spell. Long range. 5-foot radius burst. Pale glow surrounds and outlines the subjects. They are aligned. They shed light as candles. They have -20 to stealth. It basically voids invisibility. They don't benefit from concealment. Darkness, invis, blur, displacement, all stop. It can be blue, green, or violet according to your choice. So yeah, if you guess right, you can find her. It's kind of like a little ghetto glitter dust.
Okay, so how do I try to do it? Pick a spot in the direction she was moving and hit it?
Yep, just tell me where you want. I mean, this is like a really difficult game of Battleship. You know that board game where you have to guess where your enemy ships are? It's that. And you have, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. You have maybe 20 squares to choose from in this room that she's likely to be in. Pretty tough. But it's a 5-foot burst, so you'll get like 4 squares with a shot.
Well, she had full movement. I'm assuming she was going to use it. She had it.
Do you have sense motive?
No.
Okay.
I actually have a trait that
makes you terrible at that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah, so how many squares going west did she have?
Space-wise, I mean, the hungry fleshes are dead and not moving. They're 45 feet to the west of you. She was only 10 feet to the west of you.
Okay.
You'd be a big gangster if you guess right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to tell you where to put it. I'm honestly at a loss how to make this work. Cause
no, I mean all Oberon has to decide is like, I shoot it 20 feet south, or I shoot it 30 feet west.
Okay, she was west. I'm gonna shoot it. She was 10 feet. I'm gonna shoot it 20 feet west.
Okay, so here.
25 feet west. I'm gonna go 25 feet west.
You're going 25 feet west. Nomkath picked a square for you. It's about 25 feet west. You want to go with that?
Yeah. Do we have a macro for it?
I think for you to cast it, but I'll have to place a template. Like we're talking like that is what it'll look like. Try /FF. God, I'd forgotten what all these F and yeah, it's FF.
There we go. Cast it.
Okay.
And then
What color do you choose? Blue, green, or purple? Remember the Drizzt books, purple. Okay. You throw your fairy fire that direction, and nothing happens on the square you drop it in, and then 35 feet southwest of you, 1 square away from where you place it, you see a very curvy purple silhouette appear, shaped like a woman.
awesome. Let's see, and then I shift away from this fucking axe wielding maniac.
Good call. Also, okay, where do you want to go?
By Tokala.
Okay, he is 20 feet south of you. How far can you go?
I've got up to 70 feet of movement.
Okay, you bamf down by Tokala.
And that's my turn. Sorry that took so long, guys.
That was a super good, possibly really crucial turn, Josh. Great guess. Great guess. You read my mind, you shit.
So, suffice it to say, I was probably too engaged with, Super Android here to realize there was, sudden yet inevitable betrayal out there.
Oh, you look out and you are very confused as to what you're seeing. The party's in bad shape. Super Android woman tore everybody up with that last burst of her pistol. And then you somehow see a burst of purple light across the room. I think Nomcat can see that far. Yeah, he's good. And McGinnis looks really cagey, looking all around him with his pistol. There's a weird purple outlined figure to the west of him, about 15 feet, and there is a giant axe-wielding android that just brings its axe down on empty floor because Olbrin was there, but he just sort of disappears in a flash of white light and appears down by Tokala.
Okay. Taking a potion myself, what level action is that?
Standard, usually.
Standard? Okay. Crap. Ulfrid's down. Alright. Hate to do this, but I gotta think long term to pull this off. So... Dude, I know I've got one of those. Okay, yep. It didn't show, but I have a potion of invisibility I just took.
Okay.
I can fix that and just
All right.
myself another one and nope, it's not rolling. Okay. So anyways, I am invisible again.
Okay, cool.
I've been holding on to that for a while.
Great. Good use of it.
Oh, I gotta move. I got my movement still.
Oh,
so-
yeah, please do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do that for there.
This android is just stomping towards a very wounded McGinnis. You can take your AOO and void your invis and have sneak attack on it, or you can let him swing.
Problem is, there's invisible person over there, and I think I'm gonna need it. So sorry, McGinnis.
Okay. You see McGinnis barely duck out of the way of this axe. He's dancing backwards with his pistol and just leans backward, and the axe passes within an inch of his face. Eldrin.
So Eldrin drops his hypo gun, pulls out the arc rifle, aims it at Ilaris, and as he shoots it, screams at her that your soup was amateurish and bland.
pretty mean, but okay. Oh, make sure you take your shock damage. But yeah, you blast her. You see it strike home. Tokala, are you even conscious? Yeah, 2 hit points. You're doing great.
Okay, so
It rolls it as part of the attack there.
I'm going to fervor to give myself a little bit of health.
Ooh,
Jesus.
very little.
Hey, you know, every little bit counts.
Yeah, you
And
just
then,
doubled your HP.
Because that's a swift action, I will also be casting a spell on Ulfred here. I just kind of like crawl up to him and go, I've got you.
Saving Private Ryan on the beach shit right here. This is rough.
Coughing blood out my mouth here.
The 2 healers. I got you. No, I got you.
Nice.
Hey, that's a big spell. Okay. Welcome back to the fight again, Ulfred. And now it's your turn. You're laying on the ground. Your good buddy Tokala is coughing up blood next to you while he casts a spell. You know he was the one that saved you.
I see him and go, thank you, my friend.
You 2 idiots just laying on the beach in Normandy with bombs exploding around you, machine gun bullets flying over your heads.
Then I'll stand up.
Okay. Okay. Ulfred gets to his feet. And now it's Soup Lady's turn. Yeah. Oops. She blasts with a scorching ray, hitting McGinnis, dropping him again. He falls to the ground. Her other shot was headed for probably Ulfred, but she automatically misses. Ulfred, as you stand up, you see a scorching ray pass right over the top of your head, between the horns of your helmet. And you see a very frustrated Soup Lady glaring at you.
That wasn't very nice.
Okay, this android gone. Olbrin, you're now down with Tokala. Soup Lady's 30 feet to the west of you. Tokala and Ulfred are to your right, and they are super hurt. And there is still an android 15 feet north of you that has no one to swing at except you and Ulfred now.
Shite. Okay, Alright, Soup bitch.
All
I was
right.
thinking, like, when you said that, I was like, I hate her so much.
I'm putting that in the Discord so we don't forget that quote. Oh, that's a very bad roll for that first shot. Second shot looks good. Who's getting it?
Soup bitch.
All right, roll me 1d6. Oh wait, you fairy fired her.
Fairy fire that ignored that.
Does it?
Negates all.
I don't think it. It says very specifically concealment. Mirror image is not concealment. Unfortunately, there are 6 of her 6 purple silhouettes standing there.
Soup bitch.
So roll me a 1d6. You want to see a 1. Okay, there's 5 of her standing there. Android, get off my turn tracker. Nomcath.
Oh, this is gonna not work out like I want it to because of that stupid thing, but I got nothing else I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? Because I always like coming in at an off angle where they don't expect me.
Okay.
And let's see what I can do here.
You gonna single attack?
Yep. Yeah, that's all I can do. Holy!
Yeah, buddy.
Oh man! And I
Roll
gotta roll a 1 out of 5 to actually hit her.
roll 1d5.
Nope.
Damn.
There's now 4 of her. This android, my closest target is Ulfred. Smash the dwarf. Miss. Eldrin.
Alright, he'll take his move action to study Alaris, make her study target, and then shoot another round from the arc rifle at her.
Another
All right.
reason to change my angle.
Oh yeah, be behind her and he crits. Just what you guys need.
We're right in front of her.
Oh, that hits. You nail her.
Nice.
Takala.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna stand next to the dwarf here.
I love how long the arc rifle thunder sound goes on.
Forever.
Okay. And then, yeah. Guess I'll just. But there's only one android left. Just gonna attack it.
Get him. That is a hit. You cut into it and you do a huge amount of damage. It now looks very angry at you. Ulfred.
I don't feel good.
Okay.
Damn, I used my only real range thing.
McGinnis is down.
Yeah, true.
And there's an enemy directly in front of you.
Oh, I thought the enemy was down.
Nope.
My bad.
Their AC is 16. You hit.
Nice.
And you drop the android.
It's down now.
Now there is not an enemy down in front of you. Or in front of you.
Ah, shit,
Alright,
I'm
then I'll
gonna-
move too.
Okay.
Move next to McGinnis.
Okay. All right. Nomkath. She turns, glaring at you. Well, you can't really tell. She's just a bunch of purple silhouettes.
Yep.
But you feel every hair on your body stand on end as she starts crackling with electricity. An immense charge is built up immediately, and she comes at you with it. Let's see.
Alright. Now I'm black catting, so roll it again at a -4.
Roll it again at -4. Okay. It's going to be this.
It still hits, unfortunately.
But she doesn't get sneak attack.
Nope. So that leaves me at 1 hit point.
Ouch.
McInnes. See if he stabilizes. Nope. Oldbrin. No deformed androids left. Just Ilaris, 30 feet to the northwest of you. She just nearly killed Nomkath. You're certain she's a Magus using Spell Strike. You're familiar with them.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. How bad is McGinnis? Can it tell?
He's pretty seriously hurt. Can't tell how, at a glance, how imminent death is. Can't be far, though. He's not a little below 0.
Alright, then. Shit. I move to him, and then I hit him with the Cure Light Wand.
Okay. Why does that wand work and the other one doesn't? I'll figure that shit out later. Okay, McGinnis is stabilized. He is still below 0, but he is no longer dying every round. You saved him. Numcath.
Well, after getting hit like that, I am going to disengage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The cat just fucking sprints
No
past the
doubt.
machinery to the north, nopes the fuck out of there. Bitch.
Actually, I don't. It probably doesn't make a sense difference for Knockout, but she wouldn't get an attack of opportunity if you if you attacked her while moving or something. But it
Yeah,
probably-
she would.
yeah.
If I move
Oh
out
no,
of her
because I
attack
had the
range.
sapping offensive, so she was my study target. So
Oh.
she doesn't get one.
Okay.
Probably doesn't change your strategy though.
Can I make a parting shot in that case then?
How long have you had that ability, Eldrin?
It's one of the new ones from the Steel Hound. Like when I changed out stuff now.
Yeah, but we're gonna back game that. Yeah, Nomcath knows you have that ability.
All right.
You can replot your turn accordingly. That will not hit though. She has a pretty good AC.
Gameplay wise, I'm wondering, like, I guess it's like I stun her with a hit or something like that.
Yeah.
When I have the time to like line up a shot.
I mean, that's great power actually. She has like 6 AOOs otherwise. So
That's my turn.
okay. Let me remove this man, Eldrin.
All right, he'll do the same thing. Arc rifle. Actually, let me make sure I can still do it. And actually, he'll end the studied combat this time and use the studied strike.
Okay.
Normal attack, and then I think it's 2d6 addition on top of that.
Oh, really? Okay, do /D space 2d6. Or actually, let's roll 1, 2. We forgot to. We've not been rolling this for you, but we need to roll for the mirror image. There's 4 images. Roll 1d4, and you need a 1.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering previously.
No, it's my.
maybe
It's
just 'cause it was
oh,
really
it's just
good.
my error. It's my error, but you guys can keep the damage. It's fine.
Okay, so I missed her anyway.
There's now 3 silhouettes there. Takala.
Okay. She's kind of far right now. But I could actually make it to her. Can I go through friendly spaces? What's the
No,
plan?
you can't charge through them. You can go through them, but you can't charge through them.
No, it wouldn't be a charge. It would just
Oh.
be walking speed.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can get to the space right in front of her.
You do a little funny hop over Ulfred.
Get out of the way, nerd. Push it
Hey.
Call him a nerd.
Pat,
It's uncalled for.
You know, Eldrin is a nerd.
Okay.
Pat Ulfred on the shoulder as I pass. Hey.
Hey, we both died 4 times this fight.
We are the bros of this group. So.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, bro.
strength bros.
And then I guess I'll swing at her doppelgangers here. See what happens.
All right. That will miss. See her dodge deftly out of the way. Wilfred.
Well, since he can get a lot of a lot of shots downrange really fast, I'm gonna heal up our McGinnis here.
Okay.
Cool.
Actually, if
Gotta be
Ulbrid just does
fancy about this.
if Ulbrid does a magic missile, that should kill the rest of the images because they count as separate attacks.
They
right?
do. Each one hits a illusion. Okay. McGinnis is conscious. But now it's my turn. Nope, nope. Okay. That's just going to be that. Oh, fuck. She drops Tokala. Nope. The crit confirms, but you are still at 2 HP.
Suck it.
Tokala, you watch her dance out of the way of your chainsaw, and you think she might be the greatest swordsman you've ever fucking seen. She just whips right through your defenses and slashes across your body, and it hurts like a son of a bitch, but you stay on your feet. And the next attack, you just throw the chainsaw in her face, and she has to kind of dance away from you.
She is a ghost. Untouchable.
McGinnis rolls over upside down, aims. Well, let's see how quickly he. Oh, fuck yeah. Natural 20 perception. McGinnis wakes up, looks at Ulfred, and says, "Where?"
I point.
He looks where you point and is already aiming his pistol, and laying on his back, aiming at her upside down, he does a full burst at her.
Nice.
Okay, the first one. 2 images left. The second one, what's your touch AC, lady? Fucking good. Okay, but he hits. He hits her with that second shot. And the third shot takes down her last image. She is, you see one of the bullets pass by and take out a image. Another one hits her in the gut, and you see blood pour out of her belly down her leg, and she covers it with her hand and looks alarmed. And the last one takes out her other silhouette. McGinnis is still prone on the ground. Ulbrin. She is now 30 feet directly west of you, and there is just one purple silhouette. In fact, she's not invisible anymore, so you guys can just see her normally, and she's glowing purple. Whenever she blew up Nomcath, that's when she voided her invis.
Bitch.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You're gonna make me fail this the third time. Nope, fuck off. She stares right back into your eyes and resists your spell. Powerful mind in this lady.
I still wink at her.
She winks back. Nomcath.
The abyss winks back.
Can you guys hear me?
Now we can.
No,
Now we can.
I dropped out briefly. All right.
Okay.
So
You're back.
got me a little heat
Hey.
here.
There's a good potion. You can move a little bit too, maybe.
Yeah. I'm
At least a
gonna
5 foot.
climb-
Yeah.
Well, I can do a full.
As long as you can pull the
Climbing, so-
potion. Yeah, okay.
Why are you not working? My arrow keys are not working. One.
Oh, there's actual barriers there.
Okay,
But
yeah.
here's what I'll do.
Basically, I got 20 feet of movement, so I'm climbing across the.
Okay,
equipment.
I'm going to remove the
Right.
barriers for you. There you go. Now you can move there.
2, 4. So now I'm over there.
Okay. Takala.
So bitch must die. I'm gonna cast Fervor to quickly cast another spell. Okay, so now I can quick cast Divine Favor.
Okay.
I shouldn't miss this time.
Let's hope.
Let me just click that buff on.
Oh, wait a sec. Did I not go? What happened to my turn?
Oh, yeah, you should have gone. Takala's still doing his thing, though. Unless he
Yeah.
doesn't want to.
So Eldrin would have dropped his sniper rifle over there. The arc rifle's out of bullets. So he's just gonna drop the arc rifle and run in and try to attack her with a sword.
Okay.
Okay, so go there. And
Take your shot. That will miss. Takala, you watch.
Now you can go, Takala.
Takala, you watch Eldrin run into combat, sword first, and does this pretty good stab at her, and without even taking her eyes off of you, Takala, without even looking at Eldrin, she smacks his sword aside.
That was really sad.
Now it's Takala's turn, and you've got Divine Favor up.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Now I'm just doing it because I just want to show Eldrin how it's done.
Okay. Do your worst.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
One short.
That will miss.
Good damage roll, too.
You bring the chainsaw down, and at first it looks like she's going to parry with her sword, but then she thinks better of it and just commits like a full dodge to get out of the way.
Yeah. When you try to parry this weapon, it just destroys your blade.
Yeah. Well, you notice that she figured that out in a nanosecond. She just looked at it and went, yeah, I don't think I can parry that.
Run, soup lady, run!
Parry this fucking casual. Alright, damn, I don't have a charge, but I do have enough movement to go here. And I will yell in Dwarvish the most powerful Dwarven battle cry. Today is a good day for someone else to die.
Thank you.
You slam into her. She dodged out of Takala's way straight into Ulfred, who connects with that hammer. And she looks pissed. She slashes Takala for 8, dropping him. And she slashes Ulfred for 10.
Dropping him.
Dropping him.
Staggering.
Twice you've been staggered today. That's amazing.
Eldrin, you watched her knock your blade aside, dodge Takala, take a big hit from Ulfred, and then she just 1-2s both of them in an instant. She's like lightning with that blade. And she's not hasted right now. This is just her skill.
And she doesn't have cover from you since Tokala's dead.
Yeah, well, Takala drops to the ground for maybe the 4th or 5th time this combat, which gives McGinnis a clear shot. And after she drops Tokala and drops Ulfred and turns back to glare at you, Eldrin. She goes, "Pfft," makes sort of a questioning gesture towards you, and then looks alarmed, and you look back and see McGinnis, one eye shut, aiming down the sights. And he fires, and her head explodes.
Oh,
Her brains spray backwards all over the wall, and just a headless corpse falls back to the ground.
Chevrolet game of the
Alright.
play.
Now we're never gonna know why she did it.
It's alright.
McGinnis just goes, ugh, and lays on the ground in a pool of his own blood in relief. You're out of combat.
Anyone got any potions on them, or some of the swamp eggs? I think Takala and Ulfred need it bad.
Ulfred's still conscious.
Oh yeah.
Damn, you keep throwing me, Ulfred.
He keeps. I've hit him to 0 twice.
I don't want to bring back any of these guys, so if anyone can carry me over to a place we can channel.
Yep.
I
You're
just
also
wanna
laying in
check.
puke. Yeah, that's right. There is puke over here. Namkath and Ulfred both threw up repeatedly over here.
Alright, yeah, I help,
Great
Ulfrid-
fight, everybody.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah,
fight.
Oh my
holy
gosh.
shit.
That was hard.
There's one thing I realized after the fact. When the android I took out
Yeah.
did her rounds, she should have been doing it at a -2 to everybody and a -4 to me. I did mention that.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I got to get better about remembering those.
I
She
forgot
still
it
would have
too.
hit me, so it's all right.
I might make a little Namkath buff that I can just drag and drop onto them. That would
Yeah, if you do that, then it's gonna because
it'll be built in -2, and then we have to think about yours. Yeah.
But it also depends on if I'm doing the they're affecting their attack or affecting their defense.
Yeah. True.
What you could just do is just put a buff on there and leave it blank.
Yeah.
And when it comes up, you'll
Yeah.
see it on there. So, oh hey, what was your action this time?
Yeah. I might make a little reminder buff. Reminder: this person has weird conditions. Yeah.
If you want to, you can put it. You can add it. We can add it to my. I don't know if I don't know if you can do macros to inflict conditions on somebody.
Not yet, but I think that functionality exists. I'm just not familiar with it.
'Cause,
But-
then we could just put it on my sneak attack, and if I roll it, then it shows up.
Well, what do we do to save Tokala?
Well, we're dragging everybody north away from everybody so that Ulfrid can channel.
Okay, who's dragging Tokala? He's extremely heavy.
Yeah, I think
You know, it
it's
might be easier
hard.
just to move
He's in
everyone
heavy.
else away. Like, move the deformed guys away.
Doesn't look like you have to worry about hitting Ilaris with channels.
Is Takala stabilized?
Not
I'll
yet.
hit him with a infernal wand. Toby, can you hit that for me?
Sure.
Yeah, I think we should do that
Yeah.
rather than risk him bleeding out while we drag him.
Yeah, if we just move this guy,
Yeah.
we can hit channel the
I'll
rest. And
try.
I can heal Tokala real fast too.
Tokala, you're healed 10 by Eldrin.
Oh shit.
I just ticked the charge, so.
Ulfrid?
Oberon.
Or Olbrin?
Olbrin with the Wand of Infernal Healing.
Let me heal myself
Names
now
are
too.
too similar.
As you cast your spell, Ulfrid, you see her head starting to piece itself back.
Oh no! She's pretty much out of spells anyway. You're okay. Yeah, with the strength negatives that Eldrin and Olbrin are suffering, then they're not going to carry anybody out of here.
Well, I got a 12, so I
Yeah.
mean, and like you pointed out, all we gotta do is basically drag this guy away, and then he can ignore her.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are out of combat. You can find a spot to channel if everybody's mobile.
Yeah.
You can go back up.
Okay.
You can go around and coup de grace all the enemies and just do it.
Yeah, not besides I can just move over here now anyways. I don't know why I'm waiting.
That will do it.
Still
Okay.
got one more after this.
I'll put that on Olbrin and McGinnis.
There it goes.
We're still pretty low. I'm gonna blow my last one.
Okay, another
I really
11.
like I'd really like rolling 11s for channels.
Hey, it tops off the sorcerer. Almost gets the gunslinger to 75%.
Yep, can't beat that.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. Well, that was really fun. Huh?
That was nuts.
Yeah.
All right. While the rest of the healing's going on, I start searching Soup Bitch.
How intact is her skull after that shot?
Not.
I was
There's
gonna
nothing left.
I'll make a soup bowl out of it.
Wow.
How apropos.
Tokala's rubbing off on you, Eldrin.
We should really take some kind of trinket from her to prove that she's dead and ask what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
That's why I'm searching her.
She was Magus, Rogue, Arcane Trickster.
Oh, jeez.
She didn't really even get
Any-
to sneak attack anybody other than McGinnis. She blew him up, though.
Yeah. I would search her for like a Technic League pin like we found a long time ago. Or
That's
anything like
that's
that.
one of the main things I'm looking for.
You find one.
Uh-huh.
I knew it.
The inside of her armor, there's a little pocket that only Nomcath probably would have found.
Like I said in the chat, I almost wish I had the pin we did have. I would have totally tried to hail Hydra for a surprise attack.
Yeah, I thought about doing it.
Hail Hydra.
But my bluff was so shit. Maybe we should give it to you. But will they believe a catfolk is a Technic League though?
Yeah, they only care about wizards and
Kinda. Yeah, they're not as... Yeah. Maybe.
But my idea was, to basically show the pin and kind of whisper "play dead"
Nice.
and see if I could have bluffed her good enough. Because then she played dead and stabbed the shit out of her.
Nice.
Oh well. Anything else
You
interesting
got a
on her?
pin now.
Yeah, she's got Masterwork Thieves' Tools.
I've already got better.
She's got a swamp egg in her pocket.
Okay.
Nice.
And she's wearing pretty nice armor.
And
And-
that sword seemed nice,
Magical?
too.
Has a nice scimitar. Yeah, the armor and the scimitar radiate magic as well as the swamp egg does a little bit. Can get a spellcraft check to ID. Careful, Takala. You wander into a room, I might get to throw you into combat again.
only rooms we've been in.
Okay. This is a +2 magic scimitar, and it is a +1 magic mithril shirt. Didn't even know she was armored. It's hidden under her clothes and perfectly shaped around her, but it could be adjusted for anyone.
Nice. I was thinking about upgrading mine.
Mithril shirts are great.
Is that going on Nomcat then?
Yeah, unless somebody else vehemently disagrees.
Yeah, I can't wear armor, so.
Can anybody benefit from the unmagical one that I'm currently wearing?
I think McGinnis likes his gunslinger's coat.
I can wrap
What
it
is
around
he?
me beard.
I mean, I'm just wearing studded leather. Can I wear a shirt like over that or no?
Yeah, it's light armor. You could switch your elven suit. This is actually superior to your elven armor. Nomcat's old armor is.
Okay.
So you want to do that, you guys?
Yeah.
Sure.
okay.
How,
Okay.
yeah.
I'll plop the mithril shirt over to Eldrin, and we will unequip your elven. There you go. You're set.
Sweet.
+2 scimitar. Where's that going?
Loot list. I suppose I can carry it.
Any
Okay.
of us use it?
I can't use it, but
Throwing it on Ulfred for now.
No,
I
my
can use short weapons, right, Toby?
What's that?
Said, what am I proficient with? Weapons? Short swords and shit?
your drow, your weapon group is usually light, or it's basically finessable blades for you. So you can use dagger, short sword. I would let you use scimitar. It's very similar to your short sword, though, and you'll never swing it. Probably the party will want to. I mean, the smart move is for the party to sell it.
Sell it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
While we're still in this no tech town, though, I could probably use it as my backup
Wouldn't be a
Another
bad
ra-
idea for now.
instead of
Yeah.
the Wraith Blade.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we'll move the scimitar over to Tokala.
Ram.
I got that one android over in that other room. I bet you she's
Yeah.
got some interesting stuff.
I'm gonna say let's go search her. Yeah.
I'll check her.
McGinnis would probably want that gun.
Definitely pick
Knowledge
that up.
engineering for her gear.
It all looks like junk to me.
31.
Yeah, you guys take a look at this stuff, and McGinnis knows about this stuff too, so we'll just throw his role in there. He's very confused, though. He's still laying on the ground. This is what's called a zero pistol. It fires cold, like it freezes moisture and oxygen particles into basically tiny little ice bullets that do piercing and cold damage. And you guys know better than really anybody at this point how much it sucks to get shot with it.
It apparently also shoots a lot.
Well, it shoots as fast as you pull the trigger, and it holds a nano canister allows it to hold quite a lot of shots. Like one nano canister gives it 20 shots.
Nice.
And the damage is the base damage is, let's see. Yeah, the base damage is 1d8, but then it also does 1d6 cold. And the bitch of it is that it does triple on a crit. So it doesn't actually crit as high as McGinnis's pistol, but if you needed to do cold damage, it's very good.
Nice.
She also has the blade that she almost drew to gut Nomkath is what Eldrin says is a micro-serrated longsword made out of carbon steel, like a hyper-advanced. This is a space sword. It's a hyper-advanced alloy. It is a longsword, but it's so lightweight and so absolutely perfectly balanced. It can be finessed. It can be attacked with dex instead of strength. And the single edge of this sword looks like one edge to the naked eye, but if you zoom in with a magnifying glass, which of course I'm sure Eldrin has, you can see it's made of thousands of microscopic teeth. It functions, like I said, as a finesse weapon. It is still a martial weapon, so many of you could use it. It's one-handed. It does 1d10, so it hits like a bastard sword. It only does slashing. It crits on a 19 and does triple damage on a crit.
Holy hell.
Damn.
It's a really good one-handed sword. I was going to fuck y'all up with it too. But Nomkath blew his trap card on me, which is a good use. Good use of that. She also has very strange armor. It's obviously hyper advanced space armor. It's called Trooper armor. It's basically a space age polymer Kevlar vest. It snaps at the shoulders and at the sides of the waist. It's light armor, but it provides 4 AC, sort of like Chain Shirt does. It has a not terrible armor check penalty like studded leather. The coolest thing it does is it applies to touch AC. It can absorb and deflect projectile weapons and energy weapons and range touch spells.
Dang.
Nice.
Which is why she, if you had bothered to try, had a 21 AC and a 21 touch AC.
Dang.
You would have fired at her and been very frustrated, probably, with the touch attack crew. And then she has 3 concussion grenades on her. She has 2 nanite canisters. The Zero pistol's pretty much spent at the moment. She has what Eldrin will tell you is an antibiotic stim. You jab it in your neck or in your thigh, and you gain a bonus equal to 4 versus disease for a number of for 1 day with this stim. So it's +4 to disease saves for 1 day.
Oh, nice. So this is a tier 2?
This is a tier 1. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And she also has a hypo gun that you haven't seen before. It is the Nanite Hypo Gun 3.0, which does 3d8 plus 5 and removes disease when you use 5 charges. But a single charge does basically cure serious.
If you guys don't mind, I'm going to try to remove that disease from me.
Who wants what? Where's the pistol going? McGinnis?
Probably.
Yeah.
He'll have to make a choice about his, because I've been harping on him about how many guns he carries.
Unless Eldrin wants to carry a pistol on top of the rifle, since you're going more gunnery with him.
He's got the Needler pistol, too.
Would that count for proficiency with my group? I got weapon focus on, like, rifle.
Yep,
I don't know
everybody-
how you use it.
No, firearms is any guns. You can figure it out.
Okay. Yeah,
McGinnis-
we'll see what McGinnis says. If he doesn't want it, then I'll definitely take it. But
Yeah.
definitely seems like it'd be better use on him.
If you bother to spend a feat on exotic weapon proficiency firearms, you can shoot whatever guns we find in Iron Gods. They'll never be as good at it as McGinnis is anyway. So, the micro-serrated longsword.
Biotic. Oh, okay.
I don't think any of us would, I mean, as good as that is, I don't think any of us would use it.
Longsword is not a simple weapon, right?
No, it's martial.
Marshall.
It's better than the +2 scimitar, I think.
Yeah, but it's technological and might draw some stares if we use it out, if we, walk around with it hanging off of somebody's belt.
Kinda. You guys didn't really know it was tech until you really examined the construction of it.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you could just be like, oh, it's a longsword made in Nidal. Country full of fucking vampires and weird shit, and everyone would be like, well, that's weird, but they wouldn't assume it's a space sword.
True.
It can pass for regular tech.
Up to you then, Tokala, whichever one you think would be best for a backup weapon for now.
But it is finessable, so I would let your weenie sword fighters use it. Like Eldrin could use it, so could Olbrin.
I'm not proficient in a longsword.
Do you have the Elven weapon groups, or did you trade away that?
Traded out for the long limb.
Then you are not proficient.
Be bad for one of our other guys there. Olbrin, maybe.
Olbrin could use it, and I mean, this is just a suggestion to you guys, but I don't see Olbrin ever sword fighting anybody, but the micro-serrated longsword does triple on a crit, and I could imagine Olbrin coup de grace people at need.
Yeah. I'll, if need be, I can also bloodline cast True Strike, so I could really fuck somebody if I really, really had to.
Oh, cool.
That's true.
Nice.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, it's D10 base damage and triple on a crit, so it's a wicked good coup de grace weapon.
I mean, technically I could use it, but then my my sneak attack would go down to D4s with it.
All right, for now, I'll throw it on Olbrin. You guys can move it around as you need. Trooper armor.
Who can
It's
wear that?
nice, but I like my chainmail more.
I would definitely wear it just because of like the cool sci-fi angle, but I don't think I'm the most important person to be like protected with high AC. Although I do get fucked up a lot, but
I don't think the light armor users are you, McGinnis, and Nomcath. So if McGinnis and Nomcath don't want it,
know
McGinnis
McGinnis
group.
is going to keep the coat.
Yeah.
And the chainmail, I think the chainmail has more potential in the long run.
Does the
Alright.
coat go for the flak armor?
What's
Then
that?
he'd start looking like start looking like he's from Fallout.
It does have a look. Here, let me 1 second. Trooper armor. Let me do this for you guys.
So Eldrin, if you want to take it, take it. It's just I wouldn't wear it out and about in this town.
Yeah, for sure. I'll take it. It's McGinnis's coat. That's the Gavrilo coat.
No, he's got the it's a special
nice.
coat, special item that Toby made.
That looks
He's wearing-
completely normal. You could wear that around town.
Yeah. No one will know. I'll just wear it underneath my.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
the
I'll
best.
take that. I'll take that for sure.
Where do you guys want the hypo gun placed? The really good hypo gun.
Give
I'll
to our
take it.
healer.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Going on, Ulfred. You've got it, sir. She still has 4 charges in it. Okay. 3 concussion grenades.
Give it to the
McGinnis,
guy with a grenade launcher.
That will bring him up to 4 total concussion grenades. 2 nanite canisters.
Sorry.
How many canisters do you have, Alfred?
I have 2 full backups.
Okay.
That's McGinnis has more than that.
I guess I could take them. You can swap out canisters, right?
How so?
Like in a nanite hypogun, you can put in like a fresh one without, and just keep the other one that has say 4 in it.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, because I want to remove that disease from me.
Okay.
I thought we already got rid of the disease.
Yeah, am I forgetting? Yeah, I thought you
Yeah,
got
with
out.
egg.
You did with the
Oh, the egg.
the swamp egg. Beat it.
Never mind. Yeah,
Yeah, you're
I
cool.
thought I.
I mean, the creature is still inside you. You're just fairly certain it's dead.
Fair enough.
One way to
93% sure.
So you're just digesting it now.
Yeah.
Just gotta pass it like a
Yeah.
giant kidney stone. or
I think
something.
probably what Eldrin would say is it'll be naturally absorbed by the body. Naturally
Limited.
naturally absorb your fucking space monster mutant egg. Antibiotic. Where's that going?
I'll take it because I've been damn disease shit my crap fortitude.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Put it on you. Okay.
That armor, the trooper armor on my sheet.
You want to put that on Eldrin? You want to try that instead of the mithril shirt? I mean, it is 4 touch AC. The mithril shirt cannot do that.
Yeah,
Pretty badass.
I'd rather have that.
Mm-hmm. A second, my foundry's thinking real hard about something.
Question on those hypo guns.
Yeah.
Can basically anybody use them?
If you're buying knowledge engineering, hypoguns are so simple, I'll probably never make you roll to use them.
Okay. So now we basically have a spare one floating around.
Yeah.
I'll take the lower one just to have another one on the front line to use in an emergency.
I have a black one.
I mean, I'm fairly stocked up on healing supplies, so
And I'll throw in a nanite canister too.
if you want to just give me the 4 charge one because I don't think I'm going to use it very much.
Ready?
Okay, let me do this. I'll transfer the trooper armor over to Eldrin, and then we'll be probably done. Good times, you guys. I thought I'd killed you.
Oh, I was.
With that crit she landed on Tokala, I thought I'd just wiped you guys.
I was honestly thinking like, okay, this is one we're supposed to lose here. And then
There
we're
is
gonna, like,
no.
pop it up somewhere.
I don't do that. I don't like supposed to lose encounters. But
Okay.
this is
That's what I thought it was.
well, but this is a fact of Iron Gods. Is there's a lot of firearms. Firearms are almost always going to be ×3 or ×4 crit, and so anything can fucking happen.
Mhm.
Really need to start
Let's go.
boosting our touch AC.
Well, that trooper armor is going to help Eldrin. Eventually, you all might have tech-based armor that boosts it. You know.
Probably should.
So let's see. Tech armor
I
trooper.
was willing to give it to someone else if they want it. But
Oh no. You take it.
It's a good use wherever you put it, man. It really is.
I mean, for now, we're still running into enough people using swords and stuff that it's still good to have just normal tanky guys.
Yeah, like Ulfred's armor is still by far the best armor in the party. It just doesn't do anything for him on touch.
I need to start casting Divine Shield more.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That would really help.
Real quick, just food for your thought for next time here. Let's see. The one of the rooms here, the room that she was in, the room that the terrifying woman was in, has a workbench and a strange sort of micro forge. It's actually a tech forge. You can forge stuff in it. And there's bladed weapons hanging on the walls. They're all just kind of normal. They're like partial builds. And yeah, there's some facility to repair tech items here, basically.
nice. Got any broken tech items?
In here, no, but you could, like this facility, if you had enough time, you could scrap that arc pistol and repair the arc rifle so that it no longer shocked you when you fired it.
Alright.
That is a possible thing you could do.
How long would that take?
It'd probably take him a couple hours.
Okay.
Oh, gotta finish exploring in here.
Yeah.
Okay, and you will also see from your dark vision and your drow person, he can see down the hall really far to the southwest. And without aggroing anything else, Olbrin can tell you, if he so chooses, he might just hold all the information himself.
We'll see to see.
The hallway to the southwest, this room was like a huge room that is maybe 200 feet east to west, but there's this giant rock that's just jammed into the center of the room that sort of separates it about 100 feet to the west of you. And he can see that the only way to the west side of the room is along the very south wall. And Olbrin says he sees repair bots, gearsmen, some other weird type of gearsman he's never seen before, and some other really big robot way down the hall about at the edge of his vision, about 120 feet. And it's way bigger than a gearsman, but it looks completely destroyed down that hallway. Okay? Oh, did I... Sorry, a kitten walked across my keyboard. What's the last thing you heard?
Gearsmen we've never seen before.
There is a gearsman you've never seen before, and farther than that, at the very limit of Olbrin's sight, there is a huge robot that you've never seen before. And it's shattered. It's like completely detonated, exploded, but it's clearly the remnants of some larger gearsman-related type critter. Dead. Way down the hallway.
Dust and cobwebs. Go first, Eldrin.
I got this new jacket, so I'm good. Nothing can touch me now.
Yeah, let's look here. What is Eldrin's? Eldrin's touch AC is now 18. That's so good.
Wow.
That's like monk good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. We'll. I'm gonna plop you guys back on the main staging screen, and we will see you next time.
Right on.
Next time.
See ya.
Later.
Bye, everybody.
See you, everybody. Have a good week.
See you guys.